This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. The members broadcasting these episodes live in New Mexico and Colorado, the traditional territories of the Pueblo and Ute peoples. We acknowledge these are unceded lands, with communities who continue to maintain connections to these places, and recognize their ancestors, their elders both past and present, and future generations. Learn more about Pueblo culture at indianpueblo.org and Ute culture at utepac.com. That's UTEPAC.com. The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present A Restful Journey, a Ryuutama campaign, with Rainy as the Game Master.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we'll just put it up. You don't want to record. Just put it over there. You don't look over there. It's fine.
Well, put it in the same ether as Dez's picture thing.
Oh, yeah. It's where Zoom puts stuff that it doesn't want to deal with anymore.
Big pile of mismatched socks.
That's so weird. Yeah, exactly. All of the hidden
Zoom
things.
socks.
Zoom socks.
Yep. All right, everyone. First things first, gold. So Des did both assignments. Visual inventory and like the cutest character portrait ever. And so for that, you have 900 gold.
Wow.
You may cha-ching yourself.
Get money, get paid.
David did select character art early in the process.
I did.
For this, David, you may have 600 gold.
Sweet.
Ooh.
And Santiago, I know you've been secretly working on your stuff, so someday.
I just sketched out Akinet's knife. Basically.
The important part of the inventory.
Oh, okay.
Like that's my layer. Look, I'll show.
Yeah.
I'll show
that's
the
right.
class. If you
Mm.
can focus.
Oh, it's such cooking.
Nice.
Is it a
Describe
cut
it. Yeah, describe it.
Oh man, so we have a Hamon line here on that, which is where there's differential hardening or tempering on that here. We have 3 rivets in the full tang handle, and the plunge line is hidden, so the grind is very flat, and then you have a nice bevel for the actual fine edge, and then the spine is very thick and it accommodates a pinch grip up here for chef cookery and stuff like that. I based this blade off of Benchmade Osborne 940 for this blade shape. This is the prototype that I did first. That I liked and was cool, but it was not very cookery. So this one seemed more of a chef's knife adjacent, but that would still be very formidable in battle because he's so huge. This chef knife is like the size of a, like an arming sword, a waster type of.
Yeah, that makes me wonder.
30 inches long.
Right.
The fruits and vegetables aren't different sizes in the mountains, are they? Because what do you do according to the tool, according to the vegetable, or the vegetable? Like, what do you do with like a tiny, teeny, like I'm thinking like a small.
They don't cook
holding
with
like
that.
a little bunch of green onions.
So no, you like if you've seen cartoon bear hands, they have like big fat thick fingers, and then they just have like a little nail coming like right out of the tip, for their claws. And so he would mostly hold stuff with the claws like that.
Cool.
Which is why he never cuts himself. But he can pinch stuff very precisely with the claws to hold little onions. Because he'd hold a big ass onion like this, like the size of a cherry tomato, and then hand it to someone, and they're like this big old grapefruit sized thing.
Right.
But you'd hold it like that, and then you can. That's like the design of the blade. You can really choke up on it and use the tip for some pretty fine work, but then it has enough belly to do a lot of dicing and chopping and things of that nature.
That's cool.
Plus, you just do something for 10,000 hours, and I mean, you're like either good at it or you're like, maybe I should focus on something else because this isn't working out.
But the claws are also a tool. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, he'd hold lots of food with his claws and stuff like that to keep it in place. And that way, if you miss, it's like, you cut your fingernail a little bit, but so it works out. Plus, they're precise, so pointy. It's like, having built-in tweezers.
Exactly. No, that's awesome, actually. It's particularly good for plating stuff, I bet.
Put a little sprig of dill right there on top. On top of the creme fraiche.
Yeah.
Creme fraiche. Fraiche.
Oh
Finished off with creme fraiche.
I feel bad though, like if you try to salt bay something because of your big like bear mitts, it's just like salt.
No, it's not gonna happen.
A little pinky out and the finishing salt.
And you have like a salt block and you just go scriggle, 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 and like it sprinkles off.
Oh,
that's
super cool. You just scrape it off.
Little grains. I like that.
That is pretty cool, actually. I dig it.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
So I'm trying to think.
Santiago, for that, you may have your 300 gold for your visual inventory.
Yeah, for real.
Hooray!
Your knife nerd facts.
That was a deep dive.
It was very deep. I know.
I knew. As soon as you're like, tell us that, I'm like, oh no.
Here we go.
There we go.
Well, you think I didn't know that?
Yeah, right. Tell us something we don't know.
This lamp just says knife facts on it. Squeakle, squeakle, squeakle.
Always rubbing that lamp, baby. All right. So what are we doing here?
All right. So, last time many things occurred. So we'll do a quick recap, and as always, feel free to help fill in.
Oh yes.
But you arrived in Sea Glass.
Wait a minute.
It was very
Wait
fog.
1 minute.
What?
Bagels and eggs.
Breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, well, yeah. So you murdered an egg. Yeah. We murdered a couple eggs.
Yeah, that did happen last time, right?
Yes,
That's
it
not
did.
the weirdest thing that happened. Yeah, it is. Okay. So yes, you got in a fight.
No,
with
the weirdest thing was an egg popping out of a dead egg. That was the fucking weirdest. Sorry, but Jesus, that was disturbing.
I'm giving myself a little pat on.
You should. Right. You should.
Yeah,
you still have. You're definitely
still
chops.
got it.
You still got it. You can still freak people out.
Let's see. So yeah, you fought some rude eggs on your way to Sea Glass.
Thank you. We kidnapped a baby egg, but also
and you kidnapped a very rude young egg.
Apparently. And it seems like they become more dickish the older they get. But we also encountered a bandit and a starfish accomplice.
Oh yeah, it's true, on your way. Who tried to steal your stuff.
Well, did steal almost successfully.
Almost success. Semi-successfully.
Special soy sauce.
That stole the soy sauce from Akhenet.
That was horrible, and we got it back.
Yes. And you got the starfish, but not the raccoon thief.
No. Quicker.
Yeah. So you've been carrying. So you had an egg on a leash and a starfish friend when you got into Sea Glass.
That's right.
And then you turned over the egg to the guards.
Yeah. That's where it belongs.
Even though the egg you turned in wasn't directly responsible for.
I'm sorry. No, we don't know that's true. We don't know. Rainey, I'm going to have to disagree with you. We don't know if that's entirely true.
You do have a theory that it was ratatouille.
It was ratatouille the other egg. From the inside. Eggatouille.
The call came from inside the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
For real. It was alarming because I was like, I did not even think that could have controlled the giant egg, but I'm thinking it does. So my character chooses to believe that
it's now canon that that's how they work. Yeah.
Yes.
Science.
Duh.
So that happened. And you turned it into the guards outside the Hermitage.
Yes.
You went and investigated. Well, you got some lunch because it's a good thing to do. And you went and investigated the glass works because it was shut down.
Because the forge fire was missing.
Yes, the forge fire was missing. And everyone thinks it's the pirates, but Captain Hirosol, your missing auntie, says that nope, it was thieves. Right. And they think that they were a target with all this weird mist happening. There's some sort of connection, which, Ren was able to put those things together.
Yes.
With advanced song knowledge.
Yes.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
So figured out that they were using the forge fire to force the mist dragons into overproducing.
Yes.
Somehow.
That's right.
I don't even want to think about how they're doing that, but it has to be stopped.
And so they said that the majority of the thefts that were happening otherwise were in the marketplace. So y'all went that way, sold your pristine eggshell, got a slightly cursed snail shell necklace that has the only known voice of a mer egg.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Who owns that? Because
you do.
I do. Are you sure about that?
Yes. It did sing "fuck you" to you.
It did. Oh, cursed snail shell on my sheet. I wrote
it's in your notes.
Oh
cursed by mer egg. Thank you. Okay. I can't believe I didn't write that down.
The legend has it the mer egg traded its voice for legs so it could come on land.
That's right.
People. Yes.
Right. And I think that's the origin of all egg people.
It might be.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the reason no one knows where they come from is they came from the sea.
That's right. That makes the most sense.
Yeah. It's how most of those things work.
Yeah. And all of you phobic people can just rest assured the ocean is evil.
Yeah. Yeah.
That just means there's more ocean for me and Rainy to enjoy. So.
Yeah, it's true. I send all the spooky videos to Des.
Yeah.
And then so you did some trading in the market, got some herbs, made some deals, and then
I helped out a baby octoboy or octochild.
Yes, you did. Because there was some chaos in the marketplace when you saw Quicka, the thief.
Yes.
And she noped out of there, knocking over a crate that had a magic hand in it, started fireballing everything.
Yes.
And dispatched that. Ren noted a connection perhaps to their mysterious past. But that's for another time, shoved it in a box and chased after the raccoon girl. Meanwhile, Octopus Child was helped. Reluctant Octopus Teen was sent with your stuff back to the inn.
It was, yes. They definitely were, and they were sullen about it, which I love. And we headed into a building that we saw Quicka go into, but then as we followed along, we realized that it was actually the next door, the building next door that Quicka was escaping to. So it's trying to throw us off a little bit. So we noticed that, and Ren, you went across the buildings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, upstairs through the windows.
Yep. Did my infiltration thing, which then got blown by doors getting kicked in.
Yeah. Hawkinet sliced through the lock on the door, kicked it open. But there is still slightly an element of surprise. So as we set up our battlefield, now the back of your lines it has been established that Ren is upstairs in this building. So Ren has the high ground.
Ooh, I can't be defeated.
You're on the upper floor. Yeah. And now there's lava.
No.
So yeah.
No.
So Ren has the high ground, as has been established. But
Nice.
this is the perfect time for us to begin our combat setup.
Oh yeah, I'm
so-
drawing my egg. I'm drawing it.
Perfect.
I resent it, but I'm drawing it.
I got all these eggs in my notes.
All right.
As you can see.
I'm going to assume right now that because Akane and Mercedes came through the front door, that you are the front lines and that Ren is like the back lines upstairs based on this battle map. Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay. So,
Okay.
perfect. Chao. Ren. Perfect. Okay. I will tell you there are 3 raccoon thieves in their front lines, like kind of facing you,
Okay.
including Quicka. And
What?
their boss with the eye patch is behind them.
Okay.
Back
Big
lines.
boss.
All right, big boss.
All right.
And you note that behind eye patch boss is like a door that looks like it's been recently repaired, and there is a suspicious amount of mist coming from under
It's
the
a dry
door.
ice machine.
Yep, that's all it is. So don't worry about it.
Pay no attention to the door.
A Phantom of the Opera production happening in sea glass.
Right. Sing to me.
All right, I will pick the first object on the battlefield
Okay.
because I can. I think.
Wow.
Yep.
Drunk with
Flexing
power.
my power.
What?
Drunk with power.
Drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, already.
Absolutely.
It begins. Oh no.
There is a in the front area of your enemy.
Okay.
There is like, it looks like a pile of discarded stolen things,
Okay.
and on top of it is a very cute looking sword.
Ooh, plus cute sword.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's intriguing. So,
All right. So Des, what's the
Let's
next object on
see.
the battlefield?
okay. Next object on the battlefield. So this building, when we walked in, were there any like signs or things that we saw that are like, this is what it is, or used to be?
It looks like these buildings, I think we established, as like old warehouses that haven't,
Okay.
this one in particular looked like it was disused, but had a new lock on it.
Okay, that's right. So
Mhm.
I feel like this is there's going to be just like discarded crates. So not crates that are intact, but just like crates that have been opened and then just piles of wood. So I'm going to put piles of wood in the front lines where we are. So it's like diagonally across from the discarded, the stolen stuff with a cute sword.
Okay.
So there's just piles of planks.
Yeah. These raccoon thieves and all their trash.
That's right. They love it.
David, what is another object on this battlefield?
So I have the high ground. Does that mean I'm like up on like a mezzanine or balcony situation looking down?
Yeah.
A catwalk.
Okay.
Yeah.
A fox walk, if you will.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Mhm. Yeah. It's much fancier.
Well then, yes, I think because I have this vantage point, obviously I'm noticing that right in front of me, aka over the enemy front zone, is a chandelier.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Why?
Because
They're a fancy warehouse.
Yeah.
well, you gotta have light. It doesn't matter. It's not like a
It's
crystal
that old
chandelier.
kind of like wood, like rough
Yeah.
wood.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like
I know
a-
what David's going for.
It's like a wagon wheel with
Yeah.
candles on it.
Okay,
It's
fine.
very
Okay,
simple.
Okay, I was thinking of like a crystal like Liberace
Yeah.
chandelier.
No.
I'm just like, what is this, a grand piano warehouse or
that
something?
would be
Or
kind
like,
of hilarious.
I know. I kind of
Yeah.
like that idea.
They were right in the middle of winching up a piano when we walked in.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Plate
you can
glass
say
window.
that, technically. All right, Santiago, what's another object on the field?
Let's go with a big in the back of the enemy in the enemy backfield,
Mhm.
right?
Sure.
There's going to be stacks of oil barrels.
Oh no.
Like red barrels.
Nice.
They're not red, but yes, red barrels.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay. And then for the last thing, I will say, Ren, that you notice up with you, like looking very shocked, confused, and kind of frozen in stress and fear, is a large rat.
A large rat?
Yeah, just like
I love it. Oh.
just looking around like, uh-oh.
Is it wearing
Where?
anything? Does it have clothes?
No, this one does not have clothes.
Oh.
It's
Where
just-
is it?
Upstairs.
Upstairs
So
with
in the
Ren.
friend backlines.
Aki.
Mhm.
So Aki, is Aki with you?
No.
Cat Fox? No? Where's Aki? At the inn?
I don't think I would have brought him along just because it would have been dangerous. So
Mhm.
yeah,
So
he's probably
maybe-
still just down in the marketplace. You
Oh,
know,
really?
Just
Probably eating
nibbling on a
scraps
carrot.
from all the chaos where things got discarded and stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Because Elvira's definitely at the inn still. So
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay,
So
Makes sense. Okay.
here we go.
okay. So you have a rat. A rat. I love it.
Yep. So I mean,
You're gonna have a
see what
new
you
friend.
do. All right. And then everyone for Dez's job will
Mhm.
need to roll your
Yes.
dex and int to
That's right.
determine your initiative.
Oh,
Yes.
initiative.
Dex
There we
and
go.
I brought my dice tower with me to my remote
Oh,
undisclosed
what?
location.
You did?
I did.
It's so fancy.
Well, you can break it down. It's portable, so it's pretty
Well,
cool,
thanks to
actually.
my brother Mark again,
Yeah.
who gave us that. It was very well crafted. So
Fancy.
it's portable. Okay, so we are rolling up our dex plus int. So tell me what your initiative is.
I think-
We'll
Got
make
a
it-
3.
Oh my.
Oh
I
God.
rolled
Okay.
terribly.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Let's see,
I
so
got
need
a
to-
6.
I also got a 6. Okay.
All right. So, doodle-doodle-doo. Again, if you tie, higher condition goes first. Just for the record.
Condition.
Higher condition. I think mine's still crappy.
Mine is
Yeah,
at a-
mine's at 5.
Oh, mine's at a 4.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, you had nice.
I've been having a rough time traveling. Okay. So
All right.
so far we'll see what the other ones do, but I have the order.
three regular raccoon thieves are also initiative 6, but their
What?
condition is 6.
Oh, rude.
All 3?
The 3 in the front, yeah.
Okay, 3
And then the
Big
boss
Oh no.
has initiative 8.
God damn it. Those are really low rolls though. I mean across the board.
No,
Big
Yeah.
boss.
This I think you all caught each other a little bit by surprise.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, what's in here? And you think it's Quicka, and it's like the whole gang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So that's fine. But I will say that because they are unaware of Ren can have a +1 to initiative.
Yeah, let's do
Ooh.
that. So we'll move you up here. So you're a 7.
That's the high ground coming through.
That's right. Okay, let me.
Mhm.
I gotta reorder my thing here. So I got an eraser. It's all good.
Huzzah.
Okay, so when we do the the 3 other raccoons, do they work as a team or is it all 3? Or
They all get actions. Technically,
Okay.
they just are doing it at the same time since they have the same initiative.
okay. All
Yep.
right. Okay, so away
This is
we
the
go.
big combat. So just
Right.
give you the breakdown. Session 1 was exploration. Session 2 was combat, but we're finishing up that set today.
Mhm.
And then I guess we'll see what is in store for session 3.
I hope
after
more
this.
exploration and eating food.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
more
going to say food.
Yeah. Food.
I would love for Akhenet to be in some type of weird like sea glass iron chef competition, and he could learn or win even more like prize money so that he can invest wherever he wants to have his restaurants.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I want.
All right.
That would be
Simple
pretty cool.
request.
So Des,
Simple
who
request.
is first?
Who is first? Big Boss.
Oh,
I don't know their names, so
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Let's give him a name.
why am I picturing? Yeah, I don't know.
What's a good name for a giant raccoon with an eye patch?
Oh. Well, I feel like Stinky would be the middle name, but I feel like it would be like Polly Stinky Raccoon last name. I don't know, but Polly seems good to me.
Okay.
I don't know. What do y'all think? Please talk so that I'm not just talking the whole time.
Well, I don't want to talk over you. You were talking.
All right.
I do like Polly. I endorse that.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's
we
all I
can
got.
put Stinky for one of the minions then, so it'd be like Quick,
There you go.
Stinky, and Bobo or whatever.
I like it.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Bobo.
Bobo.
Boo boo. All right. So,
Mhm.
All right.
Big Boss is Polly.
Yep. So let's see. What should we put back with a bunch of red barrels? Okay, great. Wonderful.
Donkey Kong, get up.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he sees you all throw the door open. Note that the last thing that he said last session was like that they've been made, so now they need to deal with you all so they can hightail it out of here.
Right.
So yep, absolutely. So he is going to throw a barrel at you.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Like you do.
my
Because he has just so many over here. Or and a D6.
Someone get a cartoonishly large hammer.
We do have a plank. We have planks that we could maybe, I don't know, figure out something with.
It's true. All right. So he has rolled. Let's see. Oh, but you all have really low initiatives, which means your defenses are kind of low.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
All right.
That's exactly what that means.
Either of you in the front wearing armor or anything like that?
My armor is a dagger, unfortunately. So I don't really have any. I just have my high quality clothes, a dagger, and a rapier.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
All
right.
Yep.
So this is a lovely little improvised sort of weapon, though. So he crashes into you. I'm going to say that you split the damage because he's just throwing it at the two of you. So you each are going to take 2 damage.
Ouch.
From the barrel, and you are both covered in oil.
Oh.
Dang it.
Okay.
And there are many other red barrels behind him still, so it's fine. It's all good.
Noted.
So let's see here. Okay. All right. Well, now we're covered in oil. So, okay. Damn. So yeah, so Ren's next. What are you gonna do?
Well, I had a plan.
Great. Good.
I don't think this will put you in direct harm's way, but you getting hit by the. That's right. You getting hit by that barrel complicated things a little bit, but I think it's okay. It's a different zone. It's a different zone on the map.
Yeah. Okay.
So one of my spells that I acquired with my last level up is called Shooting Star.
What?
Shoots a blast of heat from the caster's palm, slams into the target. Range is all areas. So can I target those red barrels and get them to blow up behind the boss?
Yes. You can not only do that, but because you are using the object on the field, you may have a +1 to doing so.
All right. So basically, does that a +1 to my casting roll or damage or what?
I think in this case, because of how you're using it, I'm going to say it's to both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. I roll int plus spy. Okay. And all right, I cast it successfully.
Huzzah.
And then I do spirit damage. 3 points. Okay.
+1.
Mm-hmm.
So 4. Awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
So of course I give away my location, shouting "shooting star!" And then I, send the sparks arcing across your head.
Your spell name, yeah.
Of course I do.
What does the rat? How does the rat react to that?
I'm sure he doesn't like it.
The rat squeaks and looks over at the fire and looks back at Ren and just continues to stay there. Very confused.
That's amazing.
So yeah, the big boss is currently patting fires out all over himself. Still looks pretty sturdy, but yeah, he is currently alight and dealing with a fire issue. I will say the red barrels are now fire. Is the new object in the back?
New red barrel. Okay. All right. So nice. the 3 raccoons, as little minions, are up next.
Okay. One of them will use its turn to move into the back to help Polly put fires out. The other 2, since there are 2 of you up front, will move into attack. So let us see what they can do. 36. Right, the first one attacking Mercedes is with a 6. What is your initiative again?
My initiative is 6.
Yep. So
my condition's 4.
But your initiative is 6, and on a tie, you being the player character will win. So tell me a little bit about how, when Quicka runs up to stab at you with her little knife, that she does not get through your defenses.
I feel like I do my little 3 Musketeers stuff. So if there's some somebody approaching one of them with a dagger, and then I just with my rapier so that it helps them to drop their weapon. So I'd like to think that would happen.
Sure. Yeah. You have quite the flourish, and it surprises her thoroughly. She temporarily drops her dagger in surprise. Yes. Okay. Next one, attacking Akhenet. That's an 8, so higher than your initiative.
Oh, yeah.
So they will get through. Let's see how they do. Roll. All right. You take another 2 damage.
Dang.
So talk to me about how they got through your defenses. What happened?
I want to say that when they attacked, it was just too oily, I think. Everything's all slippery and stuff like that. So I went to plant a foot, and it maybe slid a little bit. And
your feet did the whip, 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 whip thing.
Yeah. It was either fall down or take the hit. And so I subconsciously, in the split-second decision, elected to remain on my feet, but take the hit. So I was distracted by maintaining my balance and couldn't parry or similar. I think.
Makes sense. All right. Who's next?
Next. So there were 3 little hench people. So
yeah, one of them changed area. So that's
they did. Action. Okay. And so I'm next. Okay. So what I would like to do if I don't think we placed where we were. I guess we're in the front. Yeah, we're in the front.
Yeah.
So so I'd like to get my rope out, and I would like to try to lasso Quicka.
Okay. Ooh. Let's see. I will call that delicate work. Yeah. So that is dexterity plus spirit.
Okay. Wow. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to see here. All right. That is an 8.
All right. Yep. 8 is better than their initiative. So
Yeah.
You are successful. So you have lassoed a young raccoon thief dressed like Zorro.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very good. So yeah. So I tie her up basically.
Yep. Excellent. So she's currently out of the fight, being mopey about it.
That's right.
Typical teenager.
And Akhena's next. Oh, raccoon in Spanish is mapache.
So. Nice. I think that since there's one minion on the front line and there's a minion and the boss on the back line, it makes me think that the back line is the new front line.
You would have to get through the remaining front line to get to the back. Then they would become front line.
You can't. So I was only saying that to as a segue into, should I move to the back area for my turn so that I'm set up to confront them, or should I stay here and help on this front area? Is what I'm bringing out. Like I'm kind of debating between those two actions. I guess since the barrels are no longer available as a ranged thing,
fire is available, but the barrels are not.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I should move up and get in the front line of the fray where the boss and the other minion are. Either Stinky or Bobo back there with big boss Paulie.
So you want to move into the front enemy lines, like with the remaining minion?
Well, I mean,
so that you can engage with their back line.
Oh, right.
Or do you want to clear the front line?
So the front area, right? So if I'm in the front area, is that like 2 front areas? Like I'm in
so there's
front
a front which engages with their front.
Right. So to move to their back, I have to move to their front and then their back. I have to do 2 turns to move to their back line. Is that how that works?
If you're doing melee, you have to be at a zone adjacent to the zone you're attacking.
Okay.
So if you are in front, you can engage with enemy front because that's when you're next to.
Okay.
If you move, then you use your turn to move. That's fine. But then you'll be an enemy front.
I'd be an enemy front if I do that. Okay, well then I'd be able to attack
unless your intention is like run
back.
past him.
Right.
No, it's just to be able to engage the boss and the minion in their back line is all, so that, I'm bringing the fight to them, pushing it forward. It's basically the idea, so that I am the most obvious target and so forth.
Right.
But I don't want to leave Mercedes back on the front by herself. But if I can attack both areas, then moving seems like a good
traditionally
idea.
In this game, you would clear the front because that forces the back to the front, because it's a video game. But if you have a different way you want to handle it, that's fine. You just gotta tell me what it is.
No, it's fine. We can keep it traditional. I'm all about that. It's fine. So I'll just attack the remaining minion in the enemy front then for my turn.
Just a regular attack, or using any of the objects available? Anything else you want to do?
Let's see here. We've got a chandelier and we've got a pile of booty, on top of which is an interesting looking sword.
So there's cute. Quoted to be cute.
Doesn't seem to be anything super useful for me.
Okay.
So I will do your traditional attack.
Okay.
So that is Dex plus strength.
Okay.
So let me get my D10 and my D6.
And you want a 6 or better.
Dropped it. All right, here's hoping. Okay. Woohoo! 15.
What?
Damn. All
What
right.
did you roll?
Awesome.
A 9 and a 6.
Okay.
That'll work.
Okay, so almost a crit though.
Almost.
Yeah.
So close.
That's why I'm asking. All right. So yeah, that's better than their initiative. So you will do damage.
All right. That's just the Strumpf. So let's see what we got here. 8.
Ooh.
Okay.
That was in no way surprising.
No, I did not make. My face is I poker face all the time. You never know what I'm thinking.
That's right. That's true.
It's
Right.
Sure. I never make alarmed faces or evil plan faces or anything. So it's fine.
No. When your face gets completely flat, that's when I know you're scheming, and I'm like, oh no, like you're totally screwed.
Yeah. All right, so I will give you context for this one. They have 8 hit points, the little raccoons. But each of them is wearing their cool, like, I'm in a raccoon gang, like,
Mapache armor.
Yeah, their Mapache armor. So that negates one of your damages. However, they only have 1 hit point, which is not exactly a place where for a raccoon, it wants to keep fighting.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about exactly how this attack goes, where you didn't like do a murder or anything, but you have absolutely like cut this raccoon out of the fight.
I want to say that like it's not Akonit's not like a fighter, you know what I mean? He has horsepower, bear power, and mass and hit points, and knows how to handle his knife. You know, it is his trained, prized weapon, quote unquote. It's a tool, but I mean, you can debone a chicken or you can debone a raccoon. I mean,
wait, what? We're talking about boneless raccoon meat now? What the?
I'm just saying he's adept with swinging it, moving it, controlling it, and all that sort of thing. Yes. And so it's your very most basic of hits, you know, the overhand, like, you know, I feel like that's how creatures with our body plan have been hitting things for like millennia. So it's just that kind of overhand like slice through it. And I want to say that it maybe like sliced right through the armor, so it kind of sprung open and then smashed into the floorboards and like crushed through them and stuff like that, and like made the wood kind of ripple out and like bowled the raccoon over maybe a few feet away onto his back. You know, and that combined with the big, you know, bear lippy nose going everywhere roar that goes in with that. It's very forceful, violent, and frightening in a very primal sort of way. Yes. You know, where it's like there's just it's just this wave crashing into a rocky shore, basically.
Right. So you roar. The raccoon, like, not intentionally, but just out of fear, takes like this half step back, you know? And so your slice comes down through his really cool, like, leather gear that makes him look like a sweet thief. It like, there's a sproing noise because when it pops open, like his gut that he had like kind of tapered into it pops out. And he like falls over on his butt as the floor, like you said, kind of gets all crunched and mangled around him. And he's in a very much like a nope sort of gesture, like. And then because the rules demand that when the front line is defeated, the back line moves up and becomes the front line. Basically, Polly and cousin Stinky are patting out the fire as they like move forward towards you. Very good. So they're now in the front.
Could I tie Quicket to like a post? Like that's like
I can say that was part of your lassoing. Okay. That is fine.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like you spent like your whole turn doing that.
Doing rope work.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Doing rope work.
Yeah.
It's that kind of party now.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. So I just want to make sure like she's secure somewhere so she doesn't come back because we got a big boss and cousin Stinky to deal with now. So
yeah, that's true.
Okay. Yeah. So top of the order again is now Polly.
All right. The fire no longer burning his fur. He pulls out his big wooden sword and is going to swing it at you.
Oh boy.
All right. Let us see how this goes. He's a big dude. All right. That's an 11.
Okay.
So it's going to hit.
All right.
All right. Let's see what he can do. All right. That is 5 damage.
Whoa.
Ugh.
Okay.
So
your dagger acts as a shield. Do shields
Does.
reduce damage at all, or what do they do?
It should. It has a something of 7. Oh, durability.
Oh, durability.
Effect. Something like that.
So let's see.
Defense points. Does it have defense points?
Shield something.
Defense
value.
points. Is defense
Shield
points
dodge
on your
value,
thing?
I think.
No, it has
is
1
what they
defense
have.
points.
1 defense point. Okay.
Yeah,
shields
shield-
have a shield dodge value.
That's what I wrote. So it's shield.
Light shield is
thank you.
just 7.
Yeah, the dodge value is 7.
Okay.
When you roll initiative, if you roll less than the shield dodge value, your defense value automatically becomes the shield
it
dodge
becomes
value.
your instead of your initiative.
So you still take your action on your initiative value, but you become harder to hit.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Okay, that's good to know. In this case, it would have hit because it's still higher than the
Yeah.
dagger value.
Yeah.
But you also have 1 point of defense.
1
points.
defense point.
You reduce
Yeah,
damage.
so
by
it
that.
reduces the damage by 1.
Okay, so it's 4.
Yep. So you're able to kind of meet the blow with your. You said this is with your dagger.
Yeah.
But obviously, his. Even though it's a wooden sword, it is bigger than your dagger, so part of that hit still comes through. So
Definitely.
totally. But it looks
I think
cool
I-
as heck.
Yeah, I think
Really
it kind of
bad.
like hits me on the wrist or forearm,
that
so
hurts
it's
so bad.
yeah. So that's why it's like a 4. It
Funny
might be
bone
broken. I don't
sort
know.
of thing.
Ooh.
Well, didn't you say okay, so when we were getting all this stuff, didn't you see how like it's like a shield that with a dagger that goes in it, has like the built-in like scabbard in the shield?
No, that's a
I
thing
thought
you
that
would do.
was-
No,
True,
there's nothing.
That's
There's
just how I was
no.
remembering
There's
it,
no.
but-
No.
It's
No.
a
No.
parry. It's a parrying dagger,
It's
right?
a little parrying dagger. So I have my rapier and then I have my dagger that I
Oh,
can
like a mangosh or something like
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sure.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
But the dagger and the shield, that sounds like a cool idea, but I did not think of that.
I could have swore that
Yeah.
you did.
You all
Oh,
hear a
listen.
crack, and you're not sure if it's one of Mercedes' bones or if it's just the sound this big wooden sword makes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mercedes, who's next?
That's Ren.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Now that I've put everyone's lives in jeopardy, what can
Good
I
job.
do now?
Yeah. What
So
what
just
will benefit
reminding
you the
you,
most?
Polly and Stinky are both in front enemy lines now.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. And the boss is in the back still, or
No, they're
so
both in the
Polly's the
front.
boss.
Oh,
so
Polly.
he's in the front.
Yeah. Okay, so Quick has been captured.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Bobo was defeated.
Bobo was taken out, embarrassed, humiliated,
Yeah.
etc.
Humiliated.
True.
Yes.
Is anybody low
He
on
shouldn't
hit
be,
points
though.
at the moment? Is anybody
Me? I mean,
hurting?
I'm at a 13
a third?
out of 19.
Oh, how do you have that many hit
Poor
points?
David.
I added
Lord.
hit points. I added hit points to myself.
Have we
from,
been
like,
gaining hit
XP.
points at all?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
every level you've been getting to choose MP or HP.
And I pick HP.
Did you pull
baby.
it? Did you des it and forget to add them?
No. I've been boosting my MP.
Hey.
That makes
that's the
sense.
problem.
Hey now.
Yeah. Hey, now.
You've been MPing it to my credit. That's not what I would have done. I would have put it into my hit points, regardless of whether or not I was a magic caster. So
That's true.
yeah.
Just be happy
Should I take
that I
Dex? Nah.
Nah.
Not today.
Nah.
No, I've been building up my hit points consistently throughout. So
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
All right, just want to make sure.
You're not losing your mind.
Okay, good. I will cast. I will cast Min Min Cicada Chorus on Polly.
Oh, Min Min.
So basically, it's going to surround him with buzzing cicadas that are going to distract him.
Summer magic. Love it.
Yeah.
Aww.
So this is an interesting one. I have to roll. First, I have to roll to cast it. So there we go. That's fine. No problem there. Now, it's a spirit plus spirit contest.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Abilities. On your character sheets, is spirit the last stat?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's his lowest one. So I'm just
Excellent.
Yeah.
I should have known.
Yeah.
All right. So I got an 11.
Oh.
he got a 5.
All right. Let's see. Loud cries of cicadas fill the area, disrupting concentration. Oh, so this actually applies to everyone in the enemy front zone.
Uh-oh.
Oh
no, all of us?
No, just in the enemy front zone. So it's
enemy front zone.
Not allies, not allies.
Yeah.
No. For the duration of the spell, anyone who attempts to cast a spell, okay, if the person attempting to cast a spell loses, the spell automatically fails. Oh, it's only good against spellcasters. Well, so much for that.
Wait,
what? Should have actually read the whole description.
We'll make it still distracting. I think that's
okay.
fine. You found a novel way to use the spell, which is very unacceptable. Especially like he just spent time putting fire out on himself, and now all of a sudden there's all these summer cicadas just like mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the two of you in the front, the friendly front, you do hear like a delightful sort of summery chirping of insects. However, if you were just like 5 feet deeper into this building, it would be this deafening, terrifying thing. You can see that like Polly's like grabbing at his eye patch because he thinks there might be one under there or something, buzzing around because they're just so loud. Yeah, it's a bad time for them right now.
All right.
They seem distracted.
They do. So that's Stinky and Polly. So I'm next.
Sorry, just have to interject. Having done that excellent description, I just noticed the range. It's centered on me. I can't cast.
Okay, can we do a redo here, please?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow. The worst spell ever. My God.
Rewind.
All right.
Yeah, but you took it, didn't you?
I should. Well, I didn't. I clearly did not read it all the way through. So
you're like cicadas. That's cool.
Well, this is the problem with selecting spells before you've actually played the game because you don't actually know
you
what.
No idea.
You don't know until you go. Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
And now
I was hoping to harvest some cicadas, make cicada tacos later. Oh well.
Magical cicadas.
All right, since these guys don't seem to be spellcasters and I'm like freaking 2 zones away from them, obviously I would never cast Min Min Cicada Chorus.
Yeah, that was just like, what if?
Maybe you wanted to do it to the rat to get rid of the
JK, unless. All right. I could pick up the rat and throw it.
You have no more spells?
No, I do. I'm running out of magic points though. So because I was
could you sever the
rope
to the chandelier and have it crash down on them?
Yeah,
or something?
Good idea.
I mean, there's always that. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll use my shooting star to sever the chandelier rope. How about that?
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
So same magic spend and all that, but not contested.
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right.
And I succeeded in my casting roll, so there you go.
All right. So using this on the chandelier. So go ahead and roll. I'll say this is 1d8 plus 1.
Okay. 7.
Ooh,
nice.
moving. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. So the rope is superheated. The chandelier falls. The rat goes, oh.
This is the most exciting day of this rat's life. Yeah.
The rat's like,
man.
what?
Imagine with a little rat-sized, like, red and white striped like tub of popcorn,
Oh, yeah.
like the old school like rectangular kind.
The rat just has one giant piece of popcorn that it's like taking little bits off of.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
And
a
it
red
just
and white striped.
yeah, totally. That's the rat. Yeah. And for it lands kind of crooked because it hits Boss Polly
Mhm.
like right on the dome, and
Ooh.
he's like seems a little like dazed by
Little
it.
stars rolling around his head.
But the other side has fallen like over Stinky, and he's like stuck in the little spokes of the wheel, so like out of the battle for now.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
very good.
All right. So I am next.
Uh-huh.
All right. I'm glad we salvaged that because
Yes. That was ugly.
it's
It
a
was
good
ugly.
learning
Yeah.
experience actually.
It was.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Okay. So I see this commotion and I look up to see where Ren is. And I'm holding my wrist, like it's very painful. And I walk slowly toward Polly. Oh no, I don't. I walk to the doors where there's all this mist coming in.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I walk
that
straight
move.
back to the doors.
All right, so you're
And-
moving. You're kind of
Yes,
ignoring
I am
this
moving.
business.
Yes, yeah. Because
Okay.
they seem pretty like put upon right now.
Okay.
And I'm in pain too. So
Yeah.
So I'm walking to the doors.
Excellent. So yes, you move basically past him to the doors. Totally fine. You can do that this
Okay.
round.
All right. Next in line is Akane.
Okay. And Polly and Stinky are still both up.
Stinky is out of the fight. Polly looks dazed, but he's still in it.
Hmm.
He's the big bad. So he has
Got
many of the hups.
All right. I mean, I hate to be a one-trick bear
Mm.
cub, but I'm just gonna hit him with my knife again.
It's a good trick though.
That's what I do in combat.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a good trick.
I gotta
Yeah.
say, if you're gonna have one trick, it should be a crowd pleaser. So the right dice, yes. Okay, here we go. All right, 12.
Wow.
Sixes, baby.
Oh,
Yep.
hot.
Yeah. I mean, you're a strength
Damn.
dex character, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's better than his initiative. So
All right, damage. 7.
okay. Yeah.
Emotional damage.
So talk to me about, without killing him, because you haven't gotten to the point where he's dead. Y'all are
Great.
very conservative with your extra damage, which is very nice of you.
Mhm.
How do you take Boss Polly out of the fight?
Hmm.
I'd like to think that. I mean, does he have like armor or shield? He has a big wooden sword.
He has a
right?
big, fuck off wooden sword. And he
Okay.
they're all dressed like cool guys, you know? So he's got like his leather jacket on and stuff. And he has an
Uh-huh.
eye patch.
Yes,
Of
that's very
course.
cool.
Got it. All right. So when I rip my knife out of the floorboards, my sword-sized knife
Right.
out of the floorboards, it comes kind of back again, and you take a step forward and swing it in a transverse kind of slash. And I want to say that Polly managed to get his sword up, right in time to catch the blow. But it's wood versus steel, and we know how that goes. So Akonit's sword knife cleaves deep into the hardened wood of the boss's sword, maybe like 60% into it, and shoves it back into him, like like if you're boxing, like put your dukes up, and it's like don't put your fist right in front of your face because then you're just gonna stop hitting yourself type of situation, right? And so it pushes his own sword back into him and then shoves him back a ways, but he's like maybe pushing back against Duke because we're right up against near that fire too, so it's like
Oh yeah.
he's between a bear and a hot place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're close enough to him that you hear him say under his breath, like, "Oh, I stole that," like because he ruined his sword. And
stole that fair and square.
Yeah. But yeah, he looks and he's like, how about a deal? If you leave right now, we'll let you go with your lives.
Oh my God. Wow.
All right.
Yeah, but we are technically out of combat now, so feel free to move about the cabin.
Akinit's response would just be like the growls, the snarly growls with the lips doing the whole thing like that, like drool maybe falling down and stuff like that. The bear folk are usually peaceful, but man, they get pissed off. Watch out.
They've stolen a lot of stuff.
So yeah, he drops the damaged sword and like kind of has his little raccoon hands up at you. So what would you all like to do next? I know Mercedes had moved to that door. Yeah. But yeah, what's going on?
That's what I want to do.
You're going to open this door?
I want to open it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Open the door.
Well, I know what I want to do, but...
What?
I'm going to kick the sword off of my knife and walk over to Quicka because I need to retrieve my gourd.
Oh no, we did retrieve it. Yeah. We actually did.
Oh, we got that back already?
Yeah, from
but Quicka got away.
She got away though.
That's when she got away.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you stole the fishing rod and the starfish with your soy sauce.
Sentences you only say when running Ryuutama.
Yeah. At the end of the combat, you hear a voice from behind you go, "Wow, that was a really good fight, y'all. That was pretty good. I've never seen one that good before."
Wait, it's not the rat. It's the stick 'em up.
No, that's stick 'em up. Still on
you. So so where's stick 'em? I guess me. I'm to blame for this. So yeah. So whatever backpack or whatever I'm wearing, like I'll be like, yeah, it was pretty good, huh?
That's pretty cool.
All right. Do you want to still spend time with these raccoons, or do you want to return to the ocean? Like, what would you prefer?
If the forge fire was back, I could sit in the hot springs.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what's behind these doors. Maybe we'll be able to get closer to an answer for you. So
okay.
So I'm like grimacing with talking to this starfish as I'm walking across the room. Meanwhile, there's this amazing like sword altercation happening in the background.
Like fire.
I think I don't really see it because I'm walking across, but stick 'em up's on my back, so they see pretty much everything. Maybe okay, I love it. I love that. I'll be like, oh, it's too bad I missed it. All right, so I'm
like doing the play-by-play for you, like, oh. Yeah, his knife stuck in his sword. Yeah. Oh no, he's going by the fire.
I love that. Yep. So yes, I'm in front of these doors. Is it like double doors?
It's let's say it's double doors with like little latch handles to like push them open dramatically.
Okay, I'd like to do an Aragorn and push them open dramatically.
Okay, yeah. The handles are warm to the touch.
Oh.
But yes, when you push them open dramatically, it's bright in here, so it takes your eyes a moment to adjust.
Yeah.
But when they do, what you can see is there are some crates full of items, probably stolen items.
Right.
But the big thing that dominates this room is they have this winch system set up. And there's this giant shell that's chained and elevated off the floor. The shell across its opening has kind of this cage door that's been affixed to it. And inside you see a bunch of very stressed looking mist dragons as a magical fire has been placed under the shell. And they're just like crying out steam, basically.
I want to cry.
It's kind of what I figured. That's what I figured.
It's so sad. All right. The forge fire is remind me, you may have mentioned it, but maybe I zoned out, unfortunately. How is the forge fire being contained?
So the magical forge fire is an item that when activated produces a permanent, very, very hot flame, basically.
Okay.
And so, yeah, what do we want it to look like? It's definitely portable. Like it's a magic item. So.
Oh.
I'm just picturing one of those campfire, like, the little like cans that you can just make the fire with. What are those called?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
What is that called?
I'm looking it up.
All right. Yeah, it's in one of, what do you all, Santi, what do you think? Do you like that idea?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's cool. I kind of liked the well, no, that's more of a cook fire.
Because we
I'm
could
just
make a
imagining
variation.
like a portable forge, so you have like a disc-shaped bowl, and it has all the magical coals in it, and then it has a 3 like rods with chains and stuff. So you like unfold it and put it down and put that disc in there and that sort of thing. Like I'm imagining like an actual like forge you could move around, but like yeah, but I'm open to all sorts of different stuff.
Yeah, David, what are you thinking?
Canned heat, of course. How could I forget canned heat?
So I think could it be like an amalgam of those two things?
Yeah, so it looks like a little like miniature forge setup, but the fuel source that's under it says canned magical heat. Guaranteed forever.
I love it.
Wow.
Nice. All right.
It's hilarious because if you Google canned heat, all you get for your results are like the blues rock band from the 60s.
Right.
Oh yeah, and the whole time that it's active, it plays blues music. So
no wonder the Mist Dragons are so sad and like
they're just like
it's like the heat and the sadness, right? So that's the South right there. So let's see here.
Hot takes.
Yeah, always.
I mean,
sad takes too. So, so are there like handles or some type of I don't know, some way to pull this item out from under them?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I would like to do that.
Yep. So you pull the magical fire out from under the giant prison shell. The Mist Dragons immediately begin to calm. You see less fog pouring out. They're just kind of, they're like huddling together.
How many are there?
All of the missing Mist Dragons that were there. So there's a good group of, I would say there's like half a dozen Mist Dragons, let's say.
Okay. Just getting this down. Okay. So I'm gonna take the forge out of the room. And I'll look up at Ren up in the catwalk. Are you still down? Are you still up there, or have you come
I imagine
down?
I would have come down once the ruckus was over.
All right, so where did you go?
I'm down with Akinet and the Polly and all that.
The prisoners.
The
prisoners.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, so I will bring the fire over to them. And and so I will I like the idea of the fire having a face, like Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle. Sure. I'm sure it has its own story to tell. I
mean, it is on right now, so yeah, you're seeing like the face looking very accusingly at the raccoons.
And so with that, I'll look to Ren and I'll say, "Here's the forge fire." So
I had a feeling we'd find it here.
Yeah, there's Mist Dragons that need to be recovered from they're in a cage right now, and I look at Polly.
All right, I'll head back to take care of that.
Oh, you will? No, I don't trust you with Mist Dragons. Actually, do you offer to? I gave you the fire for a reason.
I didn't take the fire. I just said, yep, and then I'm just heading back.
No, okay, I'm gonna run back there. I'm running back. Well, no, I never saw. I never saw. I never saw that. Although I will say I did notice that the Mist Dragon looked pretty put upon by the time we brought it back to my parents' house.
I didn't do anything with it.
Oh my god.
I had nothing to do with that.
It was in that cat trench coat.
Right. All right. So here's the fire, and yeah, I think I should just what should we do? Are there guards outside maybe or nearby or
We
I
should
mean, you
definitely
assume
tie up the
there likely would
raccoons.
be.
Yes.
March them through the streets back to the Hermitage along with the forge
Okay.
to turn it all in. And I'm used to seeing the livestock, so I would also volunteer to see to the mist dragons because I mean I take care of animals
Because they're critters,
so.
you mean? Yeah.
Okay.
Critters, livestock, creatures,
Yeah.
husbanding animals is kind of part of
Sure.
the gig. Sometimes for meat, sometimes for eggs, so forth. But
Hopefully not for
anyway.
mist. Okay, so we will
Yeah.
so we'll just ensure that the raccoons are all tied up and kind of get them single file so we can parade them through town in a way and show that, and then I'll hold the forge fire, and you two are gonna hold on to the 6 or so mist dragons, right? All right, where's the rat? Where's this rat in all of this?
Oh my god.
It's just
That's the most
hanging out on
important
one
part.
of the beams on the upper floor, looking down at all of this, eating its piece of
Witness
popcorn.
to it all.
So
Yeah.
I'll be like, do you want to come along with us?
You're just asking,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And it seems to shrug and gives a squeak and climbs down one of the beams to the
It
lower
shrugs.
floor.
Why not?
Cool. All right. So it's fine if it perches on my shoulder.
Okay.
All right. So off we go to down the street.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this is quite the commotion. And I'm sure the mist might be affecting, like, where's the mist? Like, what's the status of the mist in the town?
Yeah, it's already starting to clear. It's not completely gone at this point. But yeah, the level of fog is not quite as dense, and it does seem much more concentrated around the dragons proper now, rather than just being like spewed throughout the whole town. So yeah, it's things are already starting. Like you can see the sun coming through, reflected off the ocean and everything.
Aww.
It's delightful.
Yay. So when we're at the Hermitage, I want to make sure with all of my noble leader abilities, noble/leader abilities, to be like, you need to make sure that the townsfolk know that the pirates at the glassworks were not responsible for this, and that the forge fire was stolen from them.
Yep, this was certainly quite the error. And they offer you a reward for helping the town.
Oh,
Ooh.
crab rangoon, or
Yes.
unlimited.
Yeah, they give you 3 buffet tickets.
Free tickets to medieval times.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
But it's a crab version of medieval times.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It's quite the commotion.
It's
Limbs
medieval
are lost.
tides. So
Medieval tides. Wow.
Just made it even better.
Wow.
yeah. So
Right.
yes, they give you 3 tickets to medieval tides. And they offer you each 200 gold for your assistance.
Nice.
Ooh.
Wow, we're racking it up.
All right.
Especially because you not only, solved this embarrassing issue, you also solved their long-term bandit problem that they had even before this whole thing started.
It's true. So that was
And we're
300
gonna
or
get
200?
200
Oh,
and a ticket to medieval tides.
medieval. Okay, 1 ticket.
And we're gonna get 500 each.
From
and a custom glasswork craft
Yeah.
item from the
Las
pirates.
Piratas.
Yes. So where
Yes.
do we? So can we take the forge? So I ask the head crab. Can we take the crab person? Can I take the forge fire to the glassworks? Can we take it over there?
Yes, I would love to accompany you as well to
Okay.
apologize personally to them.
Okay.
We have done them a great disservice in this.
Yeah. I mean, your town is named Sea Glass, so if you're
Yeah, it is a little fucked up that we would have just like
Wow.
Wow, such spicy language from a crab.
Crabs are notoriously filthy mouths.
They are.
So,
That's true.
yeah, they're bottom
Yeah.
feeders.
They are. So as it goes in, so it comes out.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Oh my
Mhm.
god. All right. So yes. So we're going and we are
This
We
is
are-
the world we have created.
it
I
is.
know.
It is. It's a great world.
So I owed the herb merchant 800 for the moonlight snowgrass.
Hmm.
But they also, what was it? There was like a task I could do in exchange,
Yes.
right? Okay.
They struck a deal with you that if you could get them an herb source in the swamps,
All
that-
right.
the herbs are yours.
Oh.
Would be cool. All right,
Swamp-
cool. So
swamp
off to the
dwelling.
swamps we go. Swamp fever.
Wait, what? No, right now.
What?
Immediately,
that's
just
That's where I'm gonna go.
Well, okay. I mean, we can help you, but
I mean, if you don't want to go to the swamp, that's not on me. That's
Oh
not my problem.
God, I
Ren, no
cannot.
patience, no chill.
Nope. Okay, so we go to the glassworks. So wait, we have these mist dragons also. So like,
Yep.
how can we ensure that we have our fair share of mist dragons for our terrain dragon? Because we've been having it. So I'll explain this to the crab mayor as well, and just be like, we are in a drought, and we desperately need to have mist dragons restored to one of our terrain dragons. So.
Well, certainly, if these are your missing mist dragons, we are a large enough city to have postal services. We could have them shipped back to Arachia.
Okay. Is that normal? Like, do you ship these animals? Like,
Yeah, you just put them in a little wooden crate, you say
but
live,
that makes
live
me
animal.
worried because it's like we're talking about
Drill
a town.
holes.
Yeah.
You could certainly keep them with you and bring them back with you and triumph as well.
I feel like, well, it's not for the
Hint,
glory.
hint.
It's not for the glory necessarily. I want to ensure that these dragons are safe and that we can keep an eye on them. And I don't really feel comfortable shipping them.
Oh.
So I think we will. And I look at Ren and Akanet and be like, I think we can traverse back if you're willing to go back. We can take a rest and then maybe head on another adventure.
I owe favor now. I have to go into the fever swamps, but I suppose we can go by way of your town.
The only other issue, you have recovered the mist dragons. You still haven't found the rain dragons, though. The only ones you
Right.
found here are the mist ones.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Cool. Could we leave the mist dragons in the keeping of the governor or whoever, the mayor, and come back once we find the
No.
mist drag, or once we find the rain dragons?
I guess. I don't know. It's like this guy. So I'm gonna be like, this guy, like, let bandits get so bad that they created a guild in the town. Like, do we really trust that? Like, there's not more raccoons like lurking about? Because this couldn't have been his only set of this couldn't be the only parts of his gang. There have to have been other raccoons. In fact, I'm curious. So I asked the mayor, can I go talk to the Polly, the boss rat, or the boss raccoon?
The boss rat.
I'm obsessed with rats today.
Certainly. I mean, you resolved this issue. If you had anything you needed to say to him, you could certainly have access.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to ask him some questions.
Right. Well, are you going to do that? Are you heading to the glassworks? What's first on the agenda?
I feel like what do you I feel like talking to him first is good, and then we can go to the glassworks. But what do you all think?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think it
Works for
matters
me.
what order we go in, really. So
Mm-mm.
plus, yeah, talk to Polly because if you put it off, maybe you could escape. or
Exactly. Yeah, sooner than
something.
later.
So, mhm.
All right, so we head back, I guess, to the jail.
Okay.
And so,
Yeah.
what's Polly doing?
They are, they're playing the shell game with each other repeatedly.
Oh my God.
So I'll say, I mean, I don't know that Polly is the name of this big boss rat.
Yeah.
So I'll be like a raccoon. Damn.
Yeah.
Boss raccoon.
Such judgment.
I know.
I
very
know.
judgy.
I'm offended on behalf of all raccoons everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, you're the boss here, correct?
That's right.
So how long have you been running this racket?
Oh yes, this raccoon racket.
Mhm.
We've been here in Sea Glass or in the area for almost a decade. Families, generations of raccoons, all
Wow.
trying to get our twitchy little fingers on all the good stuff.
Including
Oh,
dragons.
shit, yeah. We didn't
Well-
loot the pile of booty.
Not yet.
Dang it.
That
What kind of
wasn't.
D&Ders are we?
I know, right? You kicked in the door. You fought the guys. Where is your loot?
We didn't loot the. Yeah, we didn't loot it. The fuck? We're out of practice.
He's like, well, that was honestly a genius idea. I wish we had come up with it, but it was an opportunity too good to pass up.
Who thought of it?
Why should I tell you?
Because it's the right thing to do.
Oh my god.
That does not motivate me very much.
So yeah, I'm gonna elbow Mercedes out of the way and be like, "Are you kidding me?" All right, so I'm gonna get in his face.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna say, "Look, if you tell us who was giving you orders and who hired you, it'll go well for you. You probably won't get strung up in the market square."
Oh, I do
Good
not
cop,
like
bad cop.
strings.
I do not like strings.
All right. So yeah, this is a good cop, bad cop sort of situation.
Yeah.
So which one of you wants to help and which one of you wants to make the roll? I have a feeling since Ren's the last one talking to them, that Mercedes, you should roll first as the helper.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then Ren
Yeah.
will make the roll. So this will be int plus spirit.
Okay. That's a 6.
Very good. So Ren, you will have a +1 on your
Okay.
roll to slightly threaten.
Slightly threatened.
Slightly threaten.
Come on,
Ay,
don't
ay,
forget
ay.
what kind of game this is.
I know. Well, how about a 88? What do you think of that?
Oh,
Ooh,
critically
17?
threaten.
That's right.
He believes you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he is.
I got little fangs.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
and
tuned
and
into his
Aki's
great
back
fear.
with me, and
Oh,
she's
yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah. And you maybe you didn't know it at the time, but strings are his one true fear. So you say string him up. and-
obviously.
yeah, he's immediately like cowering. He's like, not the strings, boss. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
All right. Well, who had the idea for the dragons?
Look, they're not usually our associates, but the frog folk asked for our help. You see, they were having a bit of a dry spell, and they didn't know how to undertake such a shady endeavor, so they came to us for help. We kept the Misties, they got the Rainy Boys, done, you know?
Mhm.
Hmm.
And they're in the swamps, eh?
I didn't say that, but I mean, make whatever connections you want to.
You didn't hear it from me.
Yeah, but they do like staying moist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They do like their moist paradise, if you know what I mean.
Oh my
They
god.
are amphibious creatures.
Okay. All right. I get it.
Wink, wink. A soggy environment with both water and land is an ideal biome.
I love that he knows biome. I love that.
Yeah, of course he does.
All right. So.
He watches a lot of Discovery Channel.
Oh
so,
yeah.
you know.
Jesus! All right, so
I don't even know if Discovery Channel still has shows like
No,
that. It's probably
no,
all just like
probably
long
not
distance
anymore.
trucker
no,
wars,
it's all
or
just
something.
like
Yeah.
reality shows, sweetie. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all or
Yeah,
house
Trixie
hunting.
Motel is on Discovery Plus. So.
Oh my god!
Okay, so we will. So I'll say
What a
thank
world.
you.
Yeah.
You're
And-
welcome, but no strings, right?
We'll talk to the mayor.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
If they were planning to string us,
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, no strings. They'll just behead you instead.
What the hell's wrong with you? Oh my god. So I kind of just look at Ren like, And I'll say, Ren, did you check out that pile of loot that was in the warehouse as we're like leaving the jail?
Gadzooks! And like, just, like take off.
Yeah.
Like, it's a vague outline of me, left behind.
All right. So yeah, so I think I don't mind like going over to the loot pile first and just seeing what's there.
Sure.
Since we hadn't done that. So yeah, and then we'll go to the glassworks with the mayor. So we'll meet the mayor in like 30 minutes at the glassworks.
Yeah. He'll go over first to do a bunch of apologizing. And
okay. Yeah. And then we'll come with the forge fire.
And
okay.
There's gonna be a lot of crab tears and stuff, so you probably didn't want to see it anyway.
Definitely not.
Very salty tears.
Very, very salty. So we'll head back to the warehouse.
Okay.
And the doors are still open.
Yes, they are. There's a crab guard standing outside the doors.
So I'll just be like, we're here on city business with the mayor.
Oh yes, the heroes, and he like scribbles out of the way.
Nice. So we
Mayor Clackington.
Yes.
Oh, sent by Mayor Clackington. So oh,
okay.
That's our boss, so that's fine.
That's our boss. They know the secret passcodes. Let them through.
So there's Ren. Like you somehow got in past the guard. I feel like
definitely, absolutely.
Your tails are like up in the air as you're like rooting through this pile.
All super poofed out.
Ren's already in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously there's
I'm doing the whole like pick up the gold thing, look at it, and then bite on it thing, which they always did in the old movies for some reason.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So there's a sword there, correct?
Yeah, there is a cute sword in the front room.
So
just cute.
Ren, what are you doing? Are you doing anything with the sword or no?
I'm not interested in the sword. There is loot there as well, right? You said it was a pile
in the
of
back room was the stuff they were keeping. So
cool. Yeah, I'm interested in gold.
All right. So
yep.
So I'm walking up to see this sword that's in the pile that's in the front room. And what does it look like?
It has a enameled pink guard with a heart cut out and set into it. And when you pick it up, you feel compelled to say your magical transformation phrase.
No, I refuse. I'll drop the sword.
Say it.
No.
Do it. Come on.
I don't have one. Not that I know of.
Dude, there's magic transformation phase generators online.
Oh, are there?
It's true. They exist.
Okay.
We can cut this part out, so just take your time.
Oh, okay. You're expecting me to look it up. All right, fine. Transformation phrase. Maybe I just can't put it into words yet.
Yeah, maybe when you figure out what your transformation phrase is, it will.
Yeah, but I might just feel like a vibrating in like my throat.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Like what the heck? Like I don't know what this is. So I'm gonna just look at it, and I'll show it to Akanet and just be like, "What's this all about? Have you seen anything like this before?"
No. Can't say that I have. That's a new one for me. Usually swords are utilitarian and scary looking. This makes me want to have ice cream with
with sprinkles. All right.
Nice.
Well, I think we should take it with us. It obviously belongs to somebody. Maybe we'll encounter them on the road. Where's Ren?
Perhaps.
Where's Ren? So at that point, I come, rising up out of the loot pile with, all the loot like cascading down around me, but holding my prize in front of me, which would be the shiniest thing in the pile. Let's see. What could that be? What's super shiny?
What do you mean? Just generally?
Yeah. Like what's a shiny thing? Oh, I know. I got it.
Oh.
So it's actually something that's not worth anything. It's just a multifaceted little crystal globe. But it's like the way it catches the light and shines prisms everywhere. I'm just like completely fascinated by it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Is there anything else in the room that we notice?
I think in here it's like, it's things raccoons thought were valuable.
Right.
So it is a lot of shinies and things like that.
Right.
I think if you wanted to spend some time digging through, maybe one of the things that was shiny is actually valuable.
Okay.
But otherwise, you do note, if it is of interest to you, a lot of new gang member starter kits, which include cool leather jackets.
Oh.
They were recruiting, were they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could be some nice armor.
Could be. Yeah. So I think maybe I'll take some of the things that look more armor-like.
Okay.
And that's about it for me.
All right. So let's. So yeah, I will say that they are sturdy. It's like a sturdy leather jacket. So it will count as, let's see, light armor, because that would be anything made of hide or similar. Shine. All right. Is anyone going to spend some time digging through to see if anything's actually valuable?
Anybody going to do this?
Yeah.
You don't have to. I'm just saying.
No, I'm happy
because it was
to.
mentioned.
Yeah, I'm happy to look through a little bit more.
All right. So Dex plus Int will be kind of identifying what's what.
Okay. That's a 9.
All right. That is pretty good. All right. Let's see. Kind of like David was doing, like, what is shiny? Okay. Sure. All right. There's a lot of just like general items in there. So if there was a general item that you wanted that is shiny, you can probably pick that from the list as well. But something you find that is very valuable. Maybe you've always wanted a set but couldn't bring yourself to drop the gold. There is a set of fine-looking goggles amongst the shiny things.
Nice.
Okay. So I put them on.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll put them on.
Yes. So let's see. It's foggy. That would be fine. It's much easier to see despite the weather with the goggles on.
Okay. Cool. So I'll put them up on my head and be like, all right, are we ready to go? Or do y'all want to look through this pile?
Well, I'll just say that the multifaceted crystal sphere that I found, actually, since I'm looking at the general item list, is actually a bottle of perfume.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
That's what I was going to suggest.
Ooh.
Yes.
All shiny cut crystal type of, file.
Yeah. It's white diamonds. White diamond bottle of white diamonds.
No, it is not white diamond.
I found a white diamond. It's like, this is perfume.
Womp womp.
A perfume does negate the smelly attribute for 12 hours. So
yeah.
Ooh.
Well, since we're about to head into a swamp, I think it's very well timed.
That is smart. Akanet, are you gonna look through anything?
Yeah, I'll dig through. Might as well. I mean, if you see everyone else rummaging.
Yeah. So Dex plus Int is your perception.
All right.
Perception.
Sure. As the French would say in France.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see here. Dex plus int 8.
Very good. Maybe this one will be a little bit more relevant to you. You probably noticed, because you've seen one before in your profession, a magic jar among the shinies.
A magic jar.
Magic jar. Nice.
Magic jar. Okay, let's see here. There we go. A magical jar that keeps cold liquids cold or hot liquids hot.
Magic thermos.
+1 travel. Okay. So it's just like a double wall stainless steel jar.
It is.
Which would make it
However,
shiny.
It's magic.
When you make something like, if you're
It's magic,
going
damn you.
into an area that's cold, for example, you can
Right.
pack hot food and it gives you a bonus to traversing cold places. And the same with going through hot
Okay.
areas. You can pack cold food and it stays cold to help you while you travel. So you're more
Heck
comfortable.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Awesome.
Comfort
That'll
food
help.
is important in a
Um,
Ryuutama adventure.
It
Yeah.
is. I agree.
At all
Wholeheartedly.
times, really.
At all
Mhm.
times. Mhm. Mhm.
All right,
Mhm.
so I think we could head to the glassworks.
All
Yeah, I didn't get a out of that guy.
Mhm.
So we'll head to the glassworks and with the forge fire in hand.
Okay. So you head to the glassworks. It looks like your aunt, Hirosol, has eventually, though with much like cold shoulder and things like that, forgiven Mayor Clackington for his very rude assumptions about her crew.
Yeah.
And you know, he seems to be in much better spirits, that things have been resolved. And then, of course, when you come in carrying the
Mhm.
magical forge fire, which looks very happy to see
Aw,
your aunt.
yeah.
Yeah, both of their faces are like, oh, yay, he's back, you know.
Aw.
So,
So yeah, so I'll hand it
Um,
over.
yep. So, Captain Hearsel hands it off to her crew. And she says, well, as promised, you've done more than I've asked for. Mayor Clackington came personally to talk through this concern. But I promised you, it was like 200 gold, right?
No.
Clear my throat conspicuously and try to say under my bare breath,
Mhm.
I believe it was 5.
It
To
was-
Mercedes.
Yeah, it
Because
was
she's
500.
our-
Yeah, I'm the liaison. It's
Ah.
500, and it was a piece from your amazing, skilled glass workers here.
Oh, right. Of course. And so like she gestures and like you see like one of her crewmates put away the little bags and like get the big bags that they had already like prepared. So yeah,
That's
each of you get
right.
500 gold.
Oh my gosh.
And
Nice.
she says, well, with the glassworks back up and running, it is only right that I ask, is there anything that you would like us to make for you with our fine glass skills?
I'm wondering. So are you planning on staying in the town now?
We have stayed here for a while. And like I said, until that issue came up, it's been a good place for us.
Okay.
A few of my crew even participate in medieval tides every once in a while. It's a good place.
Right. It seems so. I'm just wondering, so I'm looking at Ren and Anakinet being like, maybe we could take a rain check, because I don't know, maybe there might be something that we would need to work with the frogs next that they could build for us, like that the glass workers could make for us. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if it's if it's a standing offer.
Is it a standing offer? I look to my aunt.
Certainly. Each of you may request an item if you'd like. If you want to come back another time, don't overlook the value of magical glass as a weapon or an item. We also make fine glass goods. If you needed more magical jars, she notices Akhenet has one, or we can make great mirrors, or new goggles. I see you've got some goggles. Anything. It's not as fragile as you think.
Right. No,
I would like a glass pen, actually.
What?
Very well.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that come from?
It's on the equipment list.
It's on
glass pen.
It's a general item, yeah.
Fancy pen with a nice grip, it says.
Mm-hmm.
So, there you go.
We can have that ready for you tomorrow.
All
Excellent.
Right. I've always wanted one of those Visions cookware by Corning, or whatever, like the clear saute pan type of situation.
Sure. Yep.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, a magical glass like a wok, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I love that.
Saute pan, something you can do fancy flipping flourishy type of things in.
Yeah, totally.
That's awesome.
But it's hard to find things that are easy for me to work with because I'm so big. So I'm not too big. The world is too small. So
that's right.
I need if you could make one that fits, I could cook with it better.
Okay.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna wait so that I can return and spend more time with my long lost aunt. I say to her.
She's like, excellent.
Right.
Well, for those of you who have requested items, they can be ready tomorrow for whatever you have next. I know you are in the middle of a travel, so whatever that might be. Is there anything else you needed? Is your adventure done now that you found the mist dragons and solved the issue of the raccoon bandits?
Well, that wasn't our initial thing. Yep.
All done. Nothing to see here.
Moving on.
That wasn't our initial. That was kind of our initial thing. Yeah, the end. And but no. So we're headed to the swamps to determine where the rain dragons are.
Well, we did have just earlier today. We weren't the only newcomers in town. A wizard came into town.
A what?
A person who magically divines the weather. A wizard.
Oh.
I didn't make that up. It's canon in Ryuutama.
Okay.
Weather wizards are wizards.
Nice.
Got it.
Uh-huh. He soaked to the bone, that one.
Where did he say he was staying in town?
I think he was over. Let's see. I think he was at, because he's not going to be at your inn, so he'll be at her sister's inn. So Bachan's Banchan, I think is what we decided they were.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like across the street from your hotel.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
But at the very least, if it's not related to what you're looking for, he can divine a path to this rain that you seek.
Thank you for that. That's helpful.
Absolutely.
So, I think we're ready to go have a little celebratory dinner. What say you all?
Where are you going for dinner?
I don't know. What would you recommend?
Well, I'd always recommend Medieval Tides, but you cannot get in without tickets. So,
we do have tickets. We have tickets.
Well, then you can't miss it.
Oh, that's too bad. Wait a minute, we do have tickets.
So maybe we'll go to Medieval Tides to celebrate.
Yeah. Dinner and tournament, after all.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it up.
Yeah, cool. So off we go to Medieval Tides. Oh my god.
So leaving the Glassworks after, hanging out, having your conversation and everything, the sun is starting to set over the water. You notice
you can see the sun setting.
Yeah,
right?
you can actually see it now. Yeah, the mist is starting to clear. And you notice that with the magical forge fire going, now the tide square, instead of just being this like still tide pool, is this like bubbling hot springs sort of situation. So all the townsfolk are like got their little towels on their heads and stuff, like hanging out in the tide square.
Yeah. So I would like to be talking to Stick 'em Up and be like, hey, is this what you were looking for?
Oh dang, it's back and working. Put me back in bubbles.
Okay. So I'm gonna take Stick 'em Up off of my backpack and then gently slide them into the springs.
Yeah. As you remove him, he lifts a little arm to like fist bump the rat, and then you put him back in the water.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. I still have Ratty next to me. So, all right, let's go to Medieval Tides.
Yeah. So at Medieval Tides, we did decide it was a buffet coupon as well. So yeah, it's like a full-on like dim sum buffet.
Nice.
And you are seated in the Black Knight crab section. I love it. You notice that most of the performers are crabs that have like little knightly helmets kind of like affixed to their shells. But there's also, like your aunt mentioned, like a pirate that just has a crab costume on, who is the like green crab knight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And but everyone's having a great time. So
good.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I think this is amazing. I think we're having a great time. I feel happy with you. How are you all feeling?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm
Loving
celebrating.
Yeah. Cool.
Celebrating a job well done.
Although, I mean, how does Akanet feel about the buffet food?
Yeah, is it worth it?
Let's see here.
So living up
I'm
to
gonna
the hype.
say the food is really good for buffet food. It's maintained well. The temperature is maintained and it's rotated out, and well attended to. And so it's definitely one of your higher end buffets, not the lower end buffets.
Nice. Okay,
may
cool.
have experienced.
Okay, so we'll head back. I think as we're heading back, I'll remember the Wuzzard.
The Wuzzard, yeah.
Wuzzard.
Is staying across from us. So do you all want to head over to the bar to see if the Wuzzard's awake?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Okay.
What else is there to do?
All right. Santi, I'm gonna have you
We've
roll,
almost done everything in Sea Glass that there is to be done, really.
Right. Yeah, for real.
So many things. Santi, you can go ahead and roll your job knowledge, which is int plus int.
Ooh.
Right. My job knowledge. Double int. Okay. See what we got here. 5.
Which is good. 5 is what you need for like normal stuff. So that's good. All right. So based on your experience at the buffet, you now feel that you've like gleaned some new recipes. So anytime you cook with a ocean-based ingredient, you will have a +1 on your roll.
Ooh.
Splendid.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
Right. But yes, so going over to Obachan's, the main room is bustling. Both locations are very popular. And looking around, you can see that there seems to be a lot of hubbub focused around a certain table where a absolutely drenched looking ferret in flowing wizard robes is engaging people in a story.
So I think we could sidle up to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's like, what good is a wizard who tells the weather in a place where the weather never changes?
Wow. And I'll say, in what place would that be?
Oh, just southeast of here. This swamps are experiencing a monsoon. Can't get any work down there anymore. Used to be very lucrative. Everyone asking when the rain would return. No more.
Well, I mean, why is that, do you think?
Oh, I have no idea.
You're a wizard. Like, why wouldn't you know about weather things?
That's the thing. It didn't seem natural. Although, if you have the coin, I could certainly maybe summon some magic to tell you.
I'll just laugh. Yeah, I'll toss them over like a 10 gold coin.
A typical weather prediction is 10 gold, so good.
Yay.
Yeah,
Nice.
As a noble,
Good
you know
instincts.
these things.
I do.
Yeah.
I have a refined education.
It's true. This is established. All right.
Throwing money at people. Tell me something.
He has a 70% chance to be accurate, so let's see how it goes.
Oh, God. Huh.
Yeah. So he kind of wrings out his fur around his hands and like digs into his pouch and pulls out a few different sachets, waves the waitstaff over, asks for some hot water, and then with a great flourish, Salt bays the tea leaves into the water and, says his magic words, which are like, whether you're a weather wizard is a weather wizard, and swishing them around. And he looks at them and says, yep, I mean, still raining to the southeast. Let's see. It does see how the tea leaves are darker on that side? It's an unnatural concentration of rain. Definitely something attracting or keeping the rain dragons there. It's hard to tell.
Well, I don't know if you were aware that this town was under an intense amount of mist over the past, for a while, actually. And it was because some raccoon bandits were holding on to them and not allowing them to just roam where they may. So do you think that whatever beings are in that area are holding on to these rain dragons artificially or imposing something upon them?
Possible. I mean, there was a drought out there for quite a while, but there's no way that peoples there would have wanted this much rain.
Aren't the frogs over there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't you think that they would want rain?
I think they'd want some. I don't think you realize just how much rain is there right now.
I think I can
Dude's
imagine.
Still dripping.
Well, yeah, he's positively dripping. So I think I mean, if you saw what was happening over in Aurichia, you would see that there's a definite imbalance going on. In fact, they may need your help. What would it cost for me to have you travel to Aurichia and visit the Duke of Enda?
He looks down at his tea leaves and is like, dry, warm. If you can tell me the safest path to get there, I'd be happy to make the travel. And then perhaps I can tell you the way I got here if you're heading into the rain.
Yes, let's do that. So I'll consult with him and yeah. And so how much would it cost to get him over there?
I think he's willing to go at this point just because he wants to get out into
dried out,
nicer weather at this point.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So I can just hope that he goes and visits the Duke and Duchess and
So he gives you some basic instructions that if you head kind of southeast out of Seaglass through the grasslands, you're going to hit the forest. And one day of travel through the forest, kind of south again, will take you to the swamp.
All right.
So why don't we take a quick break? We'll do a little bit of town generation, and then we'll see what else you get up to in Seaglass.
Sweet.
All right.
See you in a bit.
Sweet. I have to, of course, find my right. All right. What we shall begin with is we will assume, as you're waiting for your glass items to be done, as you're learning more about heading out into the swamps along this road you've been given, that you are learning a little bit of what people are saying about this place that you're going to. And so that'll give us kind of the backdrop for our town generation.
Okay.
All right. So as always, there are a couple of details that I've already set, but the rest will be open. And then there's some ideas for what you can fill in if you want to, but you don't have to follow this guide. This is just the Ryuutama little prep sheet or whatever. So what you know about this place so far from asking around about it is that there is a settlement that's been there for a very long time. And it's built around this really old set of ruins that is in the swamp. And although the town is not known for its unique craftsmanship of any specific sort of item, what they are known for is utilizing these strange materials from the ruins to be able to repair and augment anything, no matter its properties. So I'll give you that. But what else have you heard about this place in the middle of the swamp?
Let's see. Well, of course, we've heard that its population is a bunch of frog people.
You do know that there's frog people. Yeah.
We know that there's swamp eggs.
Ooh.
Tell me more about that.
Swamp eggs. Yeah. You think they'd be different than the ass eggs. No. The
what?
Dickish.
Not those amphibious eggs. They're leathery.
Yeah, they're leathery. They're so it's it doesn't look like a chicken egg or a fowl egg. They're more round and leathery and springy.
So the walking eggs in the swamp are weird, gross swamp eggs.
Yeah, but you'd think that they would be mean, they'd be meaner, but they're not. They're actually kind of nice. They actually seem to be friendly and yeah, I meant the eggs are being assholes. Sorry.
Yes.
I mean ass eggs.
I got you.
So yeah.
Maybe due to their softer nature, they are.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice.
They have a more flexible shell.
Yeah.
Because of the harsh elements. So they're actually more flexible and genteel than their cousins in the whatever.
Helpful walking eggs. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
What else do we know about it?
Organization. I think they're a what the fuck's the line from Monty Python and the Holy Grail? They're an anarchist collective commune.
All right.
Okay. Got it. Of frogs. Yes. Okay.
I was thinking about threats. town's threats. Like I like the idea of like this very large, giant, even eel leech hybrid type of creature that normally doesn't encroach on the town too closely, but due to the rising water levels because of all the constant rains, their territory is expanding closer and encroaching upon the town. In some cases, even breaching the town limits and invading homes and stuff.
Maybe, I've decided that these are called giant eelches. So,
ooh,
yeah.
I like it.
Nice.
Okay. Very good. Awesome. And then I will say the other thing, because the wizard did mention this. So the other thing that you would know, this area of swamp is surrounded by woods. And in more recent memory, it was having a pretty severe drought. And that seems to have been reversed with this strange monsoon that is now occurring. But not the why of it. So yeah.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
I have a name.
Sure.
How about Ornery Marsh? Ornery
Okay.
Marsh. Yeah.
Sure.
Ornery Marsh.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Better than my suggestion. I was just going to say Frogtown.
Well, Frogtown's adjacent.
Is the part of the ruins where the frogs run their repair business in their anarchist collective commune. But the greater zone is the Ornery Marsh.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So come on down to Ornery Marsh. Or don't. Screw you.
We're not going to tell you how to live your life.
Yeah, do whatever you want. So the town threats, I feel like there's like some like mongoose gangs or something that kind of lurk on like the periphery of the swamps. Mm-hmm. So they are like, we thought raccoons were bad. These assholes are dicks. So basically, like they're just dicks. They're just really. Dude, that's a joke. They're just really they're just really vicious. And they have a totally different like value system. Like raccoons, it seems like it's their instinct to like hoard and like kind of like ruminate over things, whereas mongoose, I think, are more cagey and unpredictable
and violent.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Interesting. Yeah, this is all good. I like this. So it seems like you're heading into a really nice place.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good. We're ready to level up.
Well, I mean, we did determine last session that you're only 100 points away, so that's happening regardless. But
I'm curious, like, so what's left on our list of things to round out? Because I think there might be some things that are actually decent about it that we could.
I mean, you can certainly add on to any of those, even if there's already a detail in there. If you wanted to add anything else, you could. Like, they can always be known for more than one thing, or like have stuff going on, which is all good. Their population organization can be more complex. So yeah, there's always additional features that you can choose to add. Otherwise, they get to be a surprise. So it is up to you.
There's a main feature that I think could be rounded out.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think, there's a couple things. One thing was like a question of like, how big is it? Like if it's mostly occupied by, like, how big are these frogs? And then the other thing I was thinking about was, it eluded me. I'm forgetting it. Oh, they're known for their herbs, right? So there's like these herb stuff. So I think like a main feature could be like, this is like one of the main places where you can get very specific types of herbs that treat ailments that befall certain people, and that there's really no other curative except for the herbs that are grown in this particular marsh or swamp. and that's a good thing, but it's also kind of like it's very constricted in terms of availability.
Got it.
Okay, so when I defeated that magic hand,
did you want to take some time to investigate this magic hand?
Well, so we said there was something about it that related to my situation. So I'm wondering if we can tie that to the swamp as well in a certain way. Like maybe that's another threat, is there's a lot of magic hands in the swamp.
What? Oh my god.
It would depend on how the magic hand tied in, I guess, which I think we kind of left a little vague.
So I think, I mean, the idea is you have this downtime where you're asking around about the swamp. Obviously, you would have some time to check out the stuff related to all of these encounters you just had, and all of that. So I think looking at the remnants of the magic hand, you know from what magic knowledge you have that they are like always, the glove is always stuffed with something to power it. And in this case, I will tell you that it seems to be stuffed with beetle shells.
Ooh. What kind of beetles? Oh, stop.
Like rhinoceros beetle shells and things like that. Yeah, like stag beetles.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Okay.
And you have encountered those types of insects before, not in the swamps, but I would say in the forest that you are from.
Right. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So someone from my home area was creating these magic hands, perhaps.
Oh.
Okay.
Is it a message
Noted.
for you?
Noted. It could be. So I'm going to take some of these beetle shells with me.
Okay.
Forest. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Well, then I don't have anything else for Frogtown.
All right. Very good. I think we have established many delightful details.
All right.
All right. So you know that the next morning your glass goods that you have requested so far will be available. So what we should do is a few things. One, if we are waking up the next morning, if there's nothing else that you wanted to do that day, we should do our condition checks.
Okay, here we go.
Question on recovering magic points and hit points.
Yes.
How does that work?
Okay, very good. So your recovery, which will be better because you were in a good hotel, because that makes a difference.
Yay.
It's just how it works. Let me calm down. Chaya. Okay, yes. Staying at an inn. Okay. Your MP is fully recovered.
Nice.
Because you did not sleep rough. And your current hit points, whatever they are, can be doubled up to full. So if you were at less than half health, you're not at full health yet. But if you were at half or better, then you're full health now.
Cool.
Okay. So does that mean so if I was at half, I'd have 8, but I had 13.
Yeah, so you go back up to full.
To full?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
So condition checks don't count as journey checks, right?
They are part of your journey check.
Yes, those are part of them.
Yes.
All right, cool.
And
I'm also going to...
Oh, go ahead.
I said I'm going to cast Vacation Vitality on myself. So that gives me a +2. So I have a +3.
And you all have a +1 for staying at a nice place and eating good food the night before.
+4 then. Holy
yes.
shit.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
You're always like revived.
And
instantly.
again,
11.
your condition,
Oh my
is
gosh.
strength and spirit for those who need the reminder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Here we go.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
7 plus 4 is
I'm
11.
at 8. That's like my
Nice.
default is 8.
The 8's not
It's
bad.
better than 4. It's better
Yeah.
than 4.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. But I kind of am complaining.
10.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Ooh.
You all
Ooh.
really, you had medieval tides.
It was a big day.
nice beds.
Oh,
Like,
I'm there. I'm there.
I wish. Oh my
Right?
gosh.
I know, right?
yeah,
Vicarious
let's all
living.
go to the tide pools and then sleep at a nice bed.
And eat a bunch of good food.
Eat a bunch of dim sum.
Yeah.
Sounds
Watch crabs
delightful.
fighting. Yeah.
This is truly a fantasy game.
It really is. Really. Sincerely.
Go down to the crab fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
it's just it was a good time. Y'all are feeling fit and ready to face the day. And honestly, waking up the next day, walking out of the inn, it is clear and beautiful.
Yay.
You can see sea glass the way it's supposed to be seen. And even, as you would head out into the Tide Square, you can see the glassworks all lit up. All the windows are like stained glass. So it's like you're really getting the full effect now that this
Hmm.
inappropriate fog is gone.
Inappropriate. Nice.
All right.
Lovely.
So
Yeah.
you know that the journey to the swamp should take you about 2 days. Are there any specific supplies? I know you have a bit of gold now.
Oh, I do have gold. Oh
that
my
you'd want to
gosh.
pick up for the journey.
Yes. I think so. I want to remind me what page the item list is on.
66 is.
Yeah, I knew it was
general
around
items.
69
Okay.
because that's
Yeah.
where like herbs are.
Nice.
Nice.
And then in that general area, up and down, you'll have other stuff.
I'm just thinking that based on, I think I'm going to need like rain boots.
Mm.
Let's see, rain boots and no rain boots.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
see.
a good call.
A rain boots and a rain
Or
coat.
mud. No, mud. You need mud boots. That's for
mud
the
boots.
swamp.
It's swamp. Yeah. Okay. So mud boots
I will also get mud boots.
Mhm.
and
I'm gonna get your little tootsies all dirty.
no
That's right.
raincoat
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
and let's see here. Caps are believed to offer protection from evil.
Yes.
Gotta start wearing a cap. Okay. Okay. So traveling gear, weapons and armor. Let's see here.
And then obviously use any of these as a guide too. So if you're like, oh, I want
Yeah.
something that's like that, but is blah, gives us an idea of price and stuff like that in effect. So
Yeah, I do have an umbrella. And
I
think
don't, so I'm gonna get one.
I think I'm gonna get a let's see here. Ooh, I'm gonna get an insect repellent candle. I'm gonna get a couple of those
yeah,
actually.
Thinking.
Mhm. Smart.
Repellent candle. So I'm gonna get 10 of those. Because they last for 12 hours. So 10, so that's 100. The raincoat was I'm gonna get more rope actually too.
mm.
Yeah, remember your capacity.
Dude, I have like 1900 gold.
No, your
Let me-
carrying capacity,
Oh,
not your
right.
not your
No.
money.
these are all very lightweight things.
They are.
Yeah. And some of
My
them
current
I can
capacity is at 7, and I have a max of 9, so I'm good.
wear. Okay, let me see here.
Remember that equipped items count as size 0 as well.
Right.
So
Clothes. and
Yeah, I'm
weapons
totally
and-
fine. I'm totally fine here.
Yeah, because everything Mercedes is buying, it's like putting on a cloak. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
just
yeah.
Wearing
That's
more
true,
stuff.
actually.
Wearing more clothes, yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. So, but thank you for reminding me of that.
Of course.
Yeah,
I
I'm totally
definitely
fine.
need to outfit myself as well. So
Oh,
I think mud boots and a raincoat definitely makes sense. I also have an umbrella already, so that's good. I like the idea of a raincoat, especially because it's not a unitasker. It'll do rain, hard rain, and snow.
exactly.
Any of that falling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Precipitation.
Mm-hmm.
It does require constant upkeep. So
Mhm.
I like the idea that it comes with a tub of like link oil or something like that, which is solid at room temperature, and you have to rub it on your raincoat.
Yep.
Or cape. It's more of a cape, a rain cape.
Or a poncho. I mean, flavor it however you want.
Yeah.
Or there you go. Oh man. That is cool. Yeah. I like the idea where it has like the cape and then the long part down below it, like those like, I don't know, the Victorian era long coats, you know, they have the cape on top and then the longer part below that.
Yeah.
And a hood. Ooh, a big old hood. Nice.
Feeling it.
Especially bear folk sized.
Oh yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, you should just get a poncho and then walk in such a way that your companions can walk under your poncho.
Yeah, there we go. Nice. All right. That's all I want to get.
Very good.
I'm buying an herb bottle.
Very good
idea.
And
did you get your glass pen?
Herb. Oh yeah. Thank you. My glass pen. Yes.
So
and then
you have a glass pen, which is it is a beautiful glass pen. So twice the value of a typical glass pen.
Nice.
And if we're going to pick up our stuff, then I'll have to pick up my 26-inch saute pan.
And yes, because you asked for something that could stand up to your size and cooking methodologies, Santi, you have a high quality glass pan.
Hooray.
Did you say it's double the amount as normally is?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's worth 4 gold instead of 2.
I
like how I could have easily bought it myself.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Whatever.
Well, it's custom made.
Oh no!
Yeah,
wait, I'm sorry. I was looking at quill pen. A glass pen is 120, so it's 240 actually.
There you go.
All right, that's much better.
Yeah, and it has like a custom design on it. So in this swirling pattern up the glass, it's like a crashing wave with a fox running along the top of it.
Oh, wow. Fancy.
Such attention to detail.
Yeah.
Ooh, was it a particularly handsome pirate that made the pen?
If you want it to be.
I'm into it. Yeah.
He's the green crab knight from the night before. He's like, hey.
What's up? Saw you cheering for me. I saw you cheering for me, even though you're on the Black Knights team.
Nice. I love it.
Okay. Sounds good.
So, Santi, are you all good for rations and stuff like that?
Yes, we are good on rations. We stocked up.
I know you overstocked heading out, so yeah. Okay.
Smart.
Overstock.com.
No.
And we have eggs still. So that's good.
Oh,
Lousy with eggs.
Yep.
More
eggs? Please.
Oh my god.
I'm assuming I'll just clean out and refill the water barrel, because that has necessary maintenance. You don't want your water to get gross. You're drinking water.
And then I will say, because as part of your staying at the inn, they did offer cleaning services for your clothes.
Nice.
So you are not smelly currently yet.
Not yet.
And the town would have, handled sharpening and checking on weapons and things like that, making sure durability is good. So you don't have to worry about that since you're in a large town. So they have lots of good services for that. So yeah, I think you are in pretty good shape, unless there is anything else you wanted to do.
I'm ready to rock and roll, although I am concerned about Rat and Elvira.
Good point.
I mean, Aki's kind of a shit kicker.
We're coming. Yeah, well, he's fine. We're coming back this way to get the mist dragons anyway, so you could leave them here.
Yeah, but who can I trust to take care of them? The Octo Teen. So if the Octopus Teen, yeah. So I'm gonna give the Octo Teen some Octopus Teen some gold.
Okay.
To look after Elvira and Rat.
Did you all get raincoats?
Yes.
Or just the two of you?
Oh,
yes.
Ren. Yeah, you got it.
I got mud boots and an umbrella, but no raincoat.
No raincoat?
Gotcha.
I'm looking at herbs right now. So
yeah. So when he comes to deliver the two of your raincoats, because that's from his mom, the sweater any number of arms maker.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you can set up the pet sitting gig.
Okay.
It's like, I guess.
So, but I'll say, like, do you want to do this or not? Do you like them?
Like, yeah, but I can't act like I like them.
Oh.
But they're really cute, okay?
All right, good. I won't tell anybody you said that.
Thank you. God.
It's just between us. Oh my God. All right. So yeah, so I'll give you 40 gold.
Oh dang. I mean, I guess.
And then I love this. And then when I come back through, I'll give you some more.
More? Okay. Yeah. I get sure.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so this is Elvira. So Elvira is very precious to me, and Rat. I don't have a name for Ratty yet, but I don't know. Rat, do you want to go on this adventure with us? Okay. Well, I mean, there's going to be some
swamp.
There's going to be some mongoose and frogs that are kind of big. They might munch on you. Okay, so you can hang out with Elvira. Okay, cool. So, I'll leave Rat with Elvira and the octopus. Oh, what's the octopus teen's name?
His name is Dudley.
Dudley.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Dudley.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. I really like how their little claws are real scritchy. It's funny.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Similar to your beak, I think.
Yeah.
All right, bye, Dudley. We'll check back in later.
Yeah, fine, whatever. It's fine.
Right.
Oh, my mom says thanks again. So whatever.
Okay. What are you doing today? What's on your agenda for the day?
I told Mom I had to take care of the pets all day.
Oh, all right. Well, have fun.
Yeah, okay.
Bye. Okay. So that's taken care of.
All right.
That just goes to show how serious I'm taking this second leg to our journey. Like I'm feeling kind of grim. Like this could be intense. And I don't want those little babies to get hurt. So So what do y'all think of this? So I think we're like maybe gearing up and getting ready to leave. So how are you feeling about this next part of our journey?
It's a swamp. It's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, not super looking forward to going into a swamp, but especially like a flooding swamp. Like, ugh.
Yeah, the wizard looked pretty soaked to the bone. So just think some dry thoughts, right?
Yeah, keeping things dry, keeping them clean is going to be
a struggle,
a full-time job.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure. Ren, have you traveled to a swamp before?
Yes, but I didn't go very far into it.
you know, like in terms
I
of
had a bad run-in with a giant constricting snake.
Ooh.
Oh.
Almost didn't make it out.
Oh. All right. Well, in terms of camping, I mean, I'm hoping that we'll be maybe sleeping in trees. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, we got to get those rain dragons. You too.
I'm just doing an anime nod.
Oh, all right. Very serious tone.
Yeah. We have to go. I am reserved, but committed to going.
All right. Okay, so I think we would thank the mayor and then one last thanks again for everything and head out of Sea Glass and going north or southeast. Sorry.
Yep.
Want to be as far from the swamp as possible.
Just leave.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm out.
bye.
Go northwest.
North. Well, it's southeast. Yeah.
Just into the ocean.
Into
just
the
like,
grass.
bye.
We need to head to the grasslands first. So
yeah.
Okay.
So heading out of town through the grasslands. You can certainly see the clouds looming over the tree line that you can see in the distance, and you'll know you'll reach that area before the end of the day. Your first night camping is going to be in these woods. And so, yeah, you're making your way through. No problem.
It's going good.
We're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let us see. Very good. All right. So let's go ahead and do a travel check, just so we can see making your way towards the woods if you get into any trouble.
Oh, I hope
so. This is going to be strength plus dex.
Right.
And you each do this individually.
Right.
It is a journey check.
Yep.
It is currently grasslands and clear weather.
Okay.
So I don't know if any of you have preferences for any of those that would give you a bonus.
+2. I'm good with grasslands.
Okay.
So it's a +2 to mine.
And yeah, it's strength and dex.
Oh, 12.
Oh, very good.
I'm loving it. I'm like, yeah, this is the best. I love the grasslands.
15.
Ooh.
Nice.
Rolled 10 on that strength part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that worked out.
Nice.
Okay, and 6 for me.
Oh,
okay.
What the heck?
Luckily, grasslands on a clear day is not too difficult. So
I sprained my ankle, guys.
I know.
Oh,
I instantly tripped on the first rock.
Yeah.
yeah, you don't take damage, which you could have done. But why is Ren? I mean, you do fine, but why is Ren not having as good of a time traversing this area as everyone else?
I have an idea.
Go do it.
You know where we're headed.
Yeah, that's it. I'm lollygagging.
Yeah.
You know, I'm walking a lot slower than normal without even realizing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, God damn it. Especially with the snake attack. That's a cool detail that you added.
The anaconda, actually. Not that I peeked at the bestiary or anything.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Aw.
Very good. All right. So about halfway through the day, you probably stop to have your snack. Akane, what did you give everyone for snack?
Yeah.
A little break before you head into the rain.
This was something that I pre-baked using the facilities in town before we left. So we have a very rich fruit-filled shortbread cake that's wrapped in a leaf, and you can eat the leaf too.
What?
Nice.
So
no cleanup.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
Always good.
Edible leaves. Yummy. This is amazing, Akanet. I can see why you want to have a restaurant. I hope that you've log this recipe away so you could add it to your list when you open up.
I think it will be good for to-go orders and such. Sometimes in my home village there would be a bug that would go around, so everyone would mostly stay in their dens and homes, but they still needed food, so they would often order things to take home with them and eat there rather than congregate at the restaurant and spread the bug around.
Interesting
Nice
take on this.
Yeah.
Tell me more. I want to subscribe to your newsletter.
And this is how
science.
the bears avoided getting fleas the whole season.
The whole time.
Yeah.
What intelligent and responsible behavior on the part of your community, Akane.
We commend you. You
I'd like
deserve
to
a medal
offer
for
that.
this.
Like to bring that service and way of thinking to the far reaches of the world. So
Yes. There you go.
if you give people the option, they'll do the right thing. Of course they will. So yes, that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, and definitely save this recipe. Saved it away. It turned out pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
There's dark what are they called? What do fancy people call raisins?
Currants.
There you go, dark currants in the shortbread. And some
fancy people call raisins.
Even some dried cherries would be good.
Yeah.
Are they soaked in anything?
Black cherries soaked in like anise, star fruit liqueur.
Just going all over with it.
Love
That's
it.
cool.
Yeah. It's an international shortbread. Love
Very
it.
good.
This is delish.
Excellent.
A hearty snack to fortify you on the road.
Yes. Made with love.
The reason you stopped for a rest and a break, kind of at this midday point, is you can see the trees and the weather is turning very quickly up ahead. So you're preparing, you're probably getting your raincoats on and everything, because you're heading into it. Is there anything else you want to prepare before you head into the woods?
Just aside from girding my loins, nothing else.
Like literally, you don't want any leeches on that. So.
No eelches on your business.
Eelches. Yeah.
Yes.
Eelches.
No.
Eelches. Sounds Russian.
Eelches. It does.
Eelches.
Right.
Jeannie, you got to say it that way now.
Okay. Well, I guess the frogs are all Russian.
Oh my god. Russian swamp frogs.
Yeah.
Oh my.
In their anarchist collective.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's the Pripyat marshes in Ukraine, I think. But so this would be the Ryuutama marshes.
Ribbit.
Ryuutama marshes.
All right. So you are heading into the trees, and immediately it's starting to rain. And as you can still make out the trail okay, you don't have to do a direction check or anything. But as the rain gets more and more intense, you realize that finding an appropriate place to set up camp is going to be the difficult part, because this is just so much water.
Yeah.
So what I would like you all to do is do an int plus spirit check, just to see if you can identify an appropriate spot that seems safe and sheltered comparatively. As
this
you
is a journey check, I take it.
This one is not a journey check.
Ooh. Is it a camping check?
Not yet.
Oh,
this is just a challenge.
Okay, mine's an 8.
Wow. So we're just raw dogging this roll?
Yep.
We are raw dog. Let it be.
Well, it is due to rain. So if you have a bonus in rainy conditions, you can certainly use that as well.
Uh-oh. Rainy's like GM powers are increasing because we're in like total.
Well, it's because she's also leveling up as a GM.
She is leveling up. I know, but it's magnified due to the rainy conditions.
It's true.
There. It was an int plus what you said?
It's true.
Int plus spirit.
Int plus spirit.
And I think Akhenet, didn't you take rain as your preferred weather?
I did. Yes.
Oh.
Rain and hard rain. So yeah, but I have a plus 1d to int because of my condition.
Oh, okay. Increased your die size.
Oh.
Yeah, because my condition is 10 plus. All right.
True.
Oh.
12 plus 2 for rain.
That's right.
Is 14.
Yeah, that is true.
I nerfed myself as per usual. I did not increase my dice size for my condition check, but I just added 2 to my roll.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'll remember to do that next time.
What's your
Next
condition
time.
right now?
Oh, it was already like I want to say 11 or something, or
okay.
8 or something like that.
Well, it has to be 10 or higher to get that die bonus. So you may not have nerfed yourself.
May not.
If it was an 8.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, yes. So in terms of rain bonuses, I realized I don't need a umbrella because I have the Koro Pukuri cute leaf spell.
Mhm. Yep.
Oh,
which
yeah.
gives me so basically I'm walking along with a giant leaf umbrella, which
Yes.
feels on brand anyway. So
Yeah, it does.
that gives me a +1 in rainy weather. So that's a 13 total for me.
Oh, very
Love
good.
it.
Yeah, all of you are very prepared for this
Yes.
weather.
Ah,
And so, yes, you find as you head into the woods, this tree with these very large, broad leaves almost look a little bit like Ren's umbrella. And so you're like, this is the perfect spot to set up our camp.
Yeah.
So typically what we do is Akhenet's in charge of dinner and the two of you set up camp.
That's right.
All right.
The two
That's
of
right,
you,
baby.
quote unquote.
The two of us.
Yes.
Both of us. Yeah.
So
Working
usually
together, 50-50.
Ren does the first roll to help in quotes,
Quote,
and then Mercedes does the work.
I actually
So-
do the whole setup. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah, Ren, if
Sounds
you want to
all
do
right.
the camp
Yeah,
check,
sounds right.
it's
Yes.
Dex and Int plus
All right,
any
well,
applicable bonuses.
After all this, shade and dragging that's
Excuse
been
me?
thrown my way, ruining my
Yeah.
career, etc.
Right. Yes.
I was going to cast a helpful spell on
Ooh.
Mercedes, but I don't
Excuse
know
me?
anymore.
I
don't
wasn't the
know.
one saying this. I was just nodding approvingly. I didn't verbalize my.
Also,
my...
Des is not Mercedes. Don't punish the character.
Yeah.
All right,
Hello.
fine. So I
Thank
am
you, Rainey.
casting.
Drag him.
Well, hey, wait a minute. I am casting Alert Bell Alarm, which
Okay.
causes a magical bell to appear. The bell will sound an alarm if a monster comes within 10 meters. The bell cannot be moved. The spell is recommended for new players. Oh, okay. Grants +1 on camp check. So you'll get a +1 to your
Oh.
camp check.
All right.
And
Okay, +1.
What am I rolling to help?
Dex and Int.
Dex and Int.
Cool. That's right. That is an 8 total on that.
Okay, so I get a +2.
Yep.
Okay. Dex and Int.
So that's your lesson for this time around. When you're passing into dangerous terrain, you always want to make sure you secure your campsite against nighttime attacks.
Okay, so I'm nodding. I'm like, okay. So I'm looking
Mhm.
around the trees and everything. So I rolled a 9 plus
good.
my bonus.
Awesome. All right. Yeah. So this is definitely a more challenging camp setup than you've had previously. You are
Yes.
successful,
Thank
but it definitely doesn't
Sweet.
feel as easy.
Yeah, it's definitely the ground is so saturated.
Mhm.
There's all this extra stuff we have to do to kind of keep the rain out, and yeah, it's very peaceful though. The air is very nice, and I haven't been in rain in so long that I'm just like soaking it up in a way.
Right.
So it's
Yeah, I
enjoyable
know that
this first night.
Yeah.
But after that I'm probably gonna get tired of it. But I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it's been so long that I've heard rain, like felt it, and it's very exciting to think about. Like,
Mhm.
we're on the right track.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely seems to be a sign that you're going in the right direction. But yeah, it's more challenging, although you feel safer, at least like the talk of everything that's out here in this, like, and you're not even in the swamp yet, but just the talk of everything that's out there, because you guys really wanted it to be super dangerous, apparently, in your town building.
You know what I think? I know what I think was behind that. I think I know it was behind that. I think at least I'm thinking about it like unconsciously. We were like, I'll speak for myself. I'm trying to create all the big bad scary stuff so that you don't have to think about or worry about that, Rainy. You could just focus on the fun stuff instead.
That's so considerate of you.
And I was like, this will be like social and exploration. Nope, apparently there's mongooses and ilches and leather eggs and stuff, whatever.
Hey, the leather eggs are friendlier.
Nice. Leather eggs are nice.
They're friendly eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to add that the frogs are all poisonous frogs too. So we should probably throw that in.
They're Russian poison dart frogs.
If we lick them, will anything happen?
Yes.
All right. So, but your camp setup is a little bit eased by the fact that you know that there's this magic that will tell you if something bad is approaching. And so it kind of lightens the mood a little bit. Akanet, your trail cooking is strength and dexterity.
Yes, it is. My strumph and my dex.
And if you're using your new
beef
dish,
up our rations.
It does give you a +1.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna try out the new saute pan. So it's high quality. All right, to beef up our rations from regular to delicious. Come on, my baby. All right, that is a 9 + 1. We're going with 10, folks.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds good.
All right. So everyone has delicious food.
Yay.
In your decent camp. And I think so the night goes fine-ish. Let's figure it out.
Wait,
I think your condition check will decide exactly.
Fine-ish.
It should. You have every opportunity for it to go well.
No, we all started with an A. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, you started with an A. It's up to you.
Damn it.
Everyone look to your left. Now look to your right.
All right. I think because you do your condition checks in the morning, and that will tell us if you had a good night or not. And maybe if we had bad nights, that could be because something set off the alarm. So let us the next morning do our condition checks. So that's strength and spirit. Yeah. I will tell you that you do have a +1 from your delicious food.
Okay.
And you are currently in the woods and it is raining hard.
Okay.
Oh, I'm in the woods?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, sweet. That's my check bonus. So yeah, +2 there.
That's what I said when you all picked it, you picked grasslands, woods, and rain. And I was like, good job.
You're good. So that's a +3. Okay. I'm also going to cast Vacation Vitality on myself. So +5 altogether. Yep. My condition's currently 10 or higher. So I get a bonus die type or bonus to my die type.
Mine's 9. Mine's 9, by the way.
Very good.
Wow.
Hey, your condition is better.
Yeah.
All of that. And I still only came out at 10.
Only a 10.
Boo-hoo.
11.
Ooh. I think we just were loving being in the rainy weather for now.
Oh, yeah.
The novelty is delicious.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you're still in the woods, so it doesn't feel as like nasty as the swamp and stuff like that.
Big nasty.
Big nasty.
And how about magic point recovery out here in the wilderness?
In the woods. Let's see. It's going to be over here. Lose page. Oh, there it is. Okay. Camping. MP fully recovered. So.
Oh.
Yep.
Sweet.
Since you have your tents and everything, it's not like.
Yes.
Right. I see.
MP is kind of like, feel free to burn it because as long as you can rest, you're going to get it back.
All right.
Yeah.
Drive it like I stole it.
Yes, exactly. Correct. That is what the Ryuutama translation
Ryuutama
says.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Oh wait, what did so I know he had delicious rations, but what did Akhenaten prepare?
What was dinner?
Yes.
Mm.
I think that you'll like this dish because back home, this is an accessory dish that we make with just about every meal. But we had some polar bears come down from the frozen north, and these white bears preferred this as a main meal. So we've had a fried rice dish for our main deal here with shrimp and water chestnuts and egg, of course.
Of course, thank God.
Yes, sesame and peanut oil. Oh man, we've got some Aleppo pepper flakes in here. Just really doing it up deliciously. And of course, there's carrots and peas and green onion.
Nice.
And that's about it.
Yay.
Yeah. So thankfully for those polar bear visitors, they've managed to turn our accessory side dish into a main dish. So
it's delicious.
Yeah, I don't know. White bears love fried rice as a main dish. I don't know what it is.
All right. So as you are packing up your camp in the morning, feeling good, everyone slept really well. That alarm didn't go off at all. And then as you're packing up camp, the alarm spell is triggered. What does the alarm sound like, David?
Let's see. It has to be something supremely irritating. So
oh man.
Oh, I think it sounds like a fox screeching. The you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like that.
Having heard that before, yes. Something supremely irritating.
It is.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
So everyone is immediately alerted that someone is in your vicinity. Or something.
Okay. So I think I have my rapier, and I also am wearing my leather jacket, my sturdy leather jacket armor. And I have my rapier out.
Your cool raccoon gang.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm looking around and like just trying to sense and hear. It's hard through the rain. The rain's so loud, right?
Yeah. So this is going to be a perception check. That's Dex plus Int.
That's right.
The current difficulty because of the terrain and weather is 9.
Ooh.
Oh.
However, if you have a bonus in the woods or rain, please apply it as needed. Or if you have goggles to help you see through the rain.
Ooh. All right. I'm going to put my goggles on. That's right.
Yeah.
It's like a little scuba mask. All right.
Okay.
12.
All
I
right.
did a
13.
9.
All right. So all of you.
13.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because like the alarm spell like is directional, so you have an idea of where
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
it happens. And you're looking around at first, but then you realize the sound's coming from above you of the alarm. So you look up and you see this like little like the white toes over the leaf of this frog looking down at you. And he says, "Oh, hello. Very sorry to be encroaching upon your campsite. Did not mean to do this. Very, very sorry. Don't have to do screechy sounds at me."
Then he pauses to like lick his eyeball.
Yeah.
Because that's what frogs do.
They sure do.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my gosh. How big are these frogs? Like,
he's a frog person, so he's person-sized frog. Maybe smaller than a typical human, but he's pretty big.
Okay. So, like, how long were you spying on us? I say.
No, not spying. You see, it was raining really hard, found nice leaf, got go sleepy time, very good. But then Big raindrop from the leaf above me fell on my head, knocked off my very cool hat that my sister made for me.
Oh.
And now I can't find it anywhere because it fell off in the nighttime.
What color is it?
Oh, it is a very nice yellow hat.
So I'm looking around the floor of the forest.
All right.
Yeah.
You choose to
look around.
Help
Perceive?
the friendly frog.
I will help. Well, yeah, we'll see.
All right. Yes, of course. So let's see. Let's have everyone do a Dex plus int as you kind of you're having to climb around because it might be on one of these big old leaves that's up here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 4. It's a struggle for me.
Ooh.
11 for
Right.
me, actually.
Okay.
Does your weather bonus still count on this or not?
Sure. Yeah, it's raining. So if you have a bonus to traversing the rain or the woods.
Okay.
13 then for me.
Rain.
Okay.
12.
And does you still have your goggles bonus for looking around in the rain?
Still
Perhaps.
5.
Okay.
Yeah. Not good.
Okay. So one distracting thing that happens during your search is Mercedes does slip off one of these big giant
Unceremoniously, very awkwardly.
Yeah.
and tumbles to the ground. Mercedes takes 2 damage when
Ooh,
you hit the ground.
Oh no, my wrist still.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
probably
still
landed.
sore.
Yeah, it's still sore. All right.
But yeah, the rest of you are able to climb around, and Ren and Akane, I think you both kind of probably spot it at the same time. It's kind of fallen into this little nook in the tree, maybe a little squirrel stash or something.
Mm-hmm.
You see the little flash of yellow.
Right.
Okay. So I'll signal to the frog.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. My sister would have been so mad if I had lost my special hat. And he puts it on. It's like this little yellow top hat.
Wow.
So what is your name? I am like walking up, like just kind of rubbing my wrist,
Oh, yes. Hello. My name is Rigo. Rigo. I am from Ornery Swamp, but I'm traveling.
Oh. We're headed to Ornery, actually.
Oh, yes. Are you heading to Frogtown, perhaps?
Yes.
It's a good spot in the swamp. Most of the swamp, not so great, but Frogtown, very good. Yes.
Okay. Well, so wait, where were you headed again?
I mean, I'm headed away. I'm trying to find a powerful wizard to maybe fight off our evil wizard, help the land. It's very bad times in the swamp.
You have an evil wizard?
Sort of. There's this evil human minstrel that's causing us lots of problems. But he's very scary, so we want to go find someone to help us with him.
I look at Ren and I'll say, "You're a minstrel."
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Do you think
also my ears perked up at the mention of an evil wizard as well? So
yeah.
So wait, do you have a minstrel or a wizard or 2 evil dudes?
I don't know. He's magical. He has a song that made bad things happen. So it's.
What are the bad things that have happened?
Let me tell you the story of my people.
Yes.
So we live in this swamp. It's pretty cool. We have like these herbs. My sister, she like farms many of the plants and the flowers, and everything's great, so good. But then this dude just comes down, like super pissed off for no reason, and like he has this like song that makes these glowy things happen, and then all of our terrain dragon starts to shrivel up and all of the water goes away. And then he like cackles really annoyingly and runs back off into the woods.
So he's, huh.
Yeah. Interesting.
So what have you done to combat the fact that there wasn't any rain?
Well, it's you may have heard the Frogs. We are a anarchist communist collective.
Yes. Yes, I've heard of it.
So,
yes, I'm aware.
Well,
As
we
one
all
does.
support each other. What one of us has, we all have. There are certainly, groups within the collective that find there are different ways to handle the problem. So, like, for example, for me, my family, we think it's best to go out and look for help, powerful people who can help us with this magical entity. But others think, go out into the swamps and hunt him down. Very violent, very mongoose of them,
Mm-hmm.
And some of them think that maybe there are other ways to bring the rain back. And certainly rain has come back. So I'm sure someone did something, but that certainly was not me. Very trustworthy. You can trust Rigo. I would not do that.
Huh. So I mean, we just came from the town of Seaglass, and we talked with a wizard that was in town, and he said that he was in your neck of the woods and that the rain wouldn't stop.
The Weasel Man, right?
Yes, the Weasel. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Weasel, yeah.
Yes, he's traveling wizard. Very cool. Mm-hmm. But no one's giving him gold to be like, oh, it's raining again. Like, what? So I left. But it's good to hear he made it into town. It's dangerous territory.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, thank you for all this information. You really didn't have to spend all this time with us, but
you didn't have to help me find my very special hat. So I must give you something, a thank you.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, they found it. So I gestured to Ren, knocking out, they found the hat.
Then the two of you will get something very nice. Let's see. Slap, slap, kiss. Let's see. He is going to give you, like you said, his sister, besides giving him a very nice hat, is also a farmer of herbs and flowers.
Oh.
So he has two very special ones to give to you, straight, fresh from the swamp. He gives you one stalk of daybreak crimson flower and one bag of pollen from a firefly dark pouch.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay. Pollen from a firefly. Who?
Dark pouch.
Pollen from a firefly dark pouch. Okay. I'll look those up.
You may get more details by looking them up, but I will tell you, your daybreak crimson flower, if someone uses it after making a condition check, they can remove any physical status ailment that they had received, perhaps in something going awry in a previous roll. And you can re-roll your condition check with a +1 bonus. And the Firefly Dark Pouch, any magical effects that deal damage or recover HP receive a bonus equal to the caster's level. So this is a magic user herb.
Oh, shit. Nice.
And I will remind you all, you're currently level 3.
Yes.
Yes, about to be level 4.
True.
Cool.
And he says,
so yeah.
But yes, if you're heading to Frogtown, our very inventive name for the place where we live, my sister's name is Mosserine.
Okay.
Mosserine.
So I'm sure she will be happy to know that, one, you met me, I'm very cool, but two, but your good folk may be in need of more special herbs, helpful things.
All right. Thank you so much, and good luck with finding someone.
Yes. Looking for a powerful magic person to deal with our powerful magic person of evil.
Right. All right. So I think we're like ready to keep traversing, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
we hit the road.
you are heading back out into the woods. You know the trail that you're supposed to follow, but the rain is such that it is very hard. It's a little washed out, hard to tell exactly if you're still on the path. Because of that, on this day, we shall do a direction check.
All right.
Ooh. Okay, I can cast something. Let me cast something first. I can cast the arrow compass.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I rolled a critical on that. Does that do me anything?
Whoa.
on a casting
spell?
check? Or just a casting check?
Let's see if that one... If it doesn't, then we'll make up something. Because there should always be a reward. Shouldn't be like a wrecked roll.
Nah.
It doesn't say that it has anything special for that one. So would you rather not spend the MP cost or increase the bonus to a +2?
I'm increasing that bonus.
Okay.
It's
a very good, very accurate compass.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So that's going to get a +2 on our direction check.
All right. Who would like to make the direction check?
Well, it is a int.
It's an
int.
Yep, it's an int.
Double int. So my int is 8, I think.
Same.
Oh.
Okay. Mine's only 6. Well, it's 8 today, but it's normally 6. So yeah, do it up.
Oh yeah. So I'm still trying to get all of the different things. Yeah, because condition wise. Oh yeah, I don't get to do that because I'm at a 9. Okay. All right. So I mean, if you're an 8 also, well, you've already helped, right? Or did you
I just cast I cast the spell, so anybody can make the direction check. Do you want to make it? You're the party leader.
I am, but I also don't have a boost to my condition this day.
Okay. Does the terrain bonus apply to a direction check?
Yes.
And we're still in the woods?
We're in the woods, in the hard rain.
It's a me.
Okay,
Yay.
so you're into 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Can be boosted to 10.
Okay.
And +4.
Ooh.
Yes. So 13 total.
Oh, well then. Yes.
All right.
So you can certainly make out the path with the help of the compass. It's like keeping you right where you need to be. So the only thing that we would need to know is if you run into any trouble along your way. So that would be our travel check today. Strength plus dex with any modifiers for stuff you have for the weather or the terrain.
Okay. I think I can take on that for us.
Okay.
Everyone makes a travel check
we have
because your experience is individual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because one of you can fall in a ditch and the rest of you can be fine.
That's true.
Hopefully I don't fall in a ditch.
That's a 5.
I don't want to fall in a ditch.
All rolled a 5.
Okay.
Oh, good. 6, 7, 10.
All right. I got a 9. 7 + 2.
Okay. So since only one of you had difficulty with your travel check this day.
Poor Mercedes. Such a fish out of water. You know,
Yeah,
it actually makes sense. You grew up in the
totally.
city.
It does.
Traveling is not your forte as a noble. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Not yet.
But we'll help you.
Yeah.
At least I'll help you.
Yeah.
I think
we'll help you.
Yeah.
because we established that you did fall on your wrist earlier, this will give us one of our first times we got into this. You will now have a status effect.
Oh.
So you have an injury to your wrist.
Oh boy.
Which will reduce your dexterity by 1 die size until you can fix it.
just looking.
Oof.
Yeah, Dex is one of my higher things, so
You can still work around it.
okay.
You still got dice there, but
I know.
you know when you
And
rest, and you can try to get rid of it. So it's
and I have an herb that we were just given.
I know.
That's gonna help you. So
All right.
if you need it.
I do.
But for now, yeah, you're just having a harder time because that pain's really getting to you, and especially with the weather, it's aching.
Yeah.
So it's rough going through the woods.
But we are progressing, which is good.
Yep. And you will find a decent spot, it seems, to make camp before you head into the swamp the next day to finish up your journey.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and make our camp check and see how that goes.
Oh,
And then Akane, if you want to prepare a dinner, you may do so.
Yes.
All right. I'm definitely gonna need help with this.
Yes, absolutely.
Like you can't just like sit and like wave your hands around.
Well, do you want to help me then? I can
Lecture
take the
about-
lead, and you can be the helper.
Yeah, that might be
You
better.
want to do that?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
So
your
then-
dex and int? Your dex and int is 10 and
With my boost, it's 8 and 10.
yeah, that's way better than me.
And I just cast my
Hmm.
alarm bell thing.
Okay, so
Mhm.
I'll help you since I'm having trouble here.
Yeah. So Mercedes can do Dex and Int.
Right. 2.
Aw.
Oh, is that a critical failure?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
These are all good things because they get to help us learn about how these fun things happen.
Yeah,
Fumble
exactly.
point. We all got a fumble point.
We did
Yeah, it's
get a
true.
fumble point.
Everyone gets a fumble point,
Yay.
which are you have granted them all this thing this day.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So they can use it to concentrate later, and your caster doesn't have to spend all their MP to concentrate.
Right.
So it is actually a very helpful thing.
Hmm.
All right, but let's see what happens when we fumble on help. Do. It's like stuff you see and then never know where it is again.
Mm-hmm. Love that. Love that.
I will say that about the Ryuutama book. It's very cute. It is not necessarily laid out in the most useful way.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, and then they throw out little rules like just as an aside, like, and then like I was looking up the herb bottle thing, like how many herbs can it hold? And it was like literally like the last sentence of a paragraph. It was like, and by the way, the herb bottle can hold 10 herbs. I'm like, thanks. That could have really been more highlighted.
Yeah, like so super helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right, I know it's a thing, but it's whatever. So I think what we'll do is we will just make it so that you will have we'll just give you like a -2 on your roll. Just the idea that like Mercedes is really trying to keep helping, but when Mercedes should be resting. And so
keeps
it's
dropping things,
doesn't want to admit that maybe it should just take the lie down.
I'm good.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So that I get a +1 from the alarm. I get a +2 because we're in the woods still. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So that's a net of +1 with penalty factored in. 14 altogether.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, still good. Still good. All right, but good that Mercedes wasn't the one making the actual camp check, so you made a good decision to do the assistance.
That's true.
Yeah,
because a fumble on the camp check means no one gets to recover HP, no one can recover MP, and everyone gets -1 on their next day's condition.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, that was me
decisions were made.
resting. That was me resting, all right?
Exactly. Yes.
So very good. Camp goes up though, despite hosting injured Mercedes helping. Akane, how'd dinner go?
It was really difficult, but I managed to squeak out a 7. So the target number is the topography, which is the level of the terrain plus the weather modifier for those of you playing along at home.
Yes, which is a 9.
Okay. so I don't believe.
Does that include your bonuses for doing stuff in the rain and all that?
Well, that includes all the bonuses because I rolled a 3.
Okay.
It's my +1 pan, my +2 rain bonus, and then there was another one in there as well, but I don't remember what.
But you didn't fumble.
No,
Okay.
I rolled a 1 on my D8 and a 2 on my D6.
So, so close.
So really close.
You try to turn the rations into something delicious, but you end up just leaving them at okay rations, like normal rations. Okay. So what normal, like MRE level food did you have for that?
I want to say that when I opened this ration, it was the beefaroni style ration, and you're like, the fuck do you want me to do with this? Like, it's already a thing. You can't. I'm gonna try and season it, but so it ends up not tasting necessarily better, just different.
Yeah.
So it's like, I got some grated hard cheese on this, and maybe added a little bit of salt and pepper.
All right. So you all have okay food. It's normal food. Yeah. It will not give you a bonus tomorrow.
No, we're just like and I'm starting to think, I'm like, maybe that Riga was bad luck.
Maybe he did almost lose his special very cool hat, so maybe he gave you his bad luck. All right, so I think where we'll wrap this one up is let's do your condition check the next morning. So first, Mercedes, you do heal all your lost hit points, just so you know, so you're good. However, when you make your condition check, we will see if you roll well enough to get rid of your condition.
Okay.
And if you don't, then certainly your minstrel friend can step in. And maybe dish out an herb or so.
So roll better than 6. Roll better than 6 on your condition check.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Everyone roll better than 6.
Well,
that's ideally
what I'm saying.
9.
Hey. Very good. Okay. Yeah. So your wrist is feeling much better today.
Okay, good.
You're like, maybe taking a break and not setting up camp was good for me. It was fun just to use it to point at things. I can see why Ren does that all the time.
Exactly. Yep.
Spirit. Okay. Spirit. All right. Ooh, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. 10. Okay, good.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
Casting Vacation Vitality again. It's my thing that I do. 11. Excellent.
Ooh.
Okay, good. So if you
the beefaroni was fine, but still.
Well, the thing with trail cooking is if it fails, if you roll less than 6 on the next condition check, you suffer exhausted 6 condition. So you get exhausted after that from digesting all of those rations or whatever. Or you didn't sleep well. It just didn't sit right. Trying to sleep and sour stomach. Oh, good.
Oh my God.
All right. So, maybe it's because you're still in the woods. And you're not out of the woods yet, I guess, but in a good way. But the night went well. But now you're heading into the swamp. So I think what we will leave it on is the travel check that will tell us if next session we'll start with something going awry. So travel check, you are now you're heading into the swamp. That's what we're going to do our travel check in. So it is swamp, rain, Yeah. So strength plus dex, please add any modifiers as necessary for travel check. I know many of you have mud boots and rain gear, so add stuff as needed.
Okay. Here we go.
Do the mud boots give us a bonus or just prevent us from having a penalty?
I think they prevent us from having a penalty.
Yeah.
+1 to swamp.
Oh, does it say
+1 to
swamp?
swamp? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nice. And
All
I've
right.
got my leaf
13.
umbrella out.
Nice.
It was +1 for the mud boots, you say?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. 14. Not bad.
Good job.
Akhenet, what'd you get?
Oh, 9 total.
Mm.
All right. Akhenet, nothing bad happens to you because I was technically pass. Like it was a pass roll. You did. It was, but barely.
Squeaked by.
So I think maybe you got a little bit distracted, had a little bit of a stumble because you saw something moving in the water as you entered into the swamp. And you were like, it might be an eelch, right? Eelches are bad.
Yeah.
But instead, like, and then maybe that's why you got surprised and tripped a little bit, didn't get hurt. This like leathery looking egg just pops up and it puts his hands up and you're getting ready to be flipped off and it goes, thumbs up, and then goes back under the water.
Wow.
It gives you a Dale Cooper thumbs up.
Yeah.
It's almost smiling at you if it could smile, but it still has those weird blank eyes.
Yeah, just little,
but it gives you a thumbs up.
Glowy eyes. Yeah.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
So
yay, we're in the swamp.
And that means next time, because your travel check went well, you will make it to Frogtown.
Oh man.
So
there's a lot of mysteries here.
So such mystery.
Even to you.
Yep.
Yep. That was awesome. Oh my god. I'm scared about how powerful we're becoming here.
I know. Wow. Oh, speaking of which, how about our experience points?
Yes. So for the first time, you've gone into the second tier of like terrain difficulty. So that's going to bump up. Ooh, I have to tally at my writing utensils. Okay. So let's see. It's going to be 200 plus. You fought your boss raccoon that you fought was a level
Polly.
5 baddie. Yeah, Polly, the boss raccoon. Not a rat. A raccoon.
No, not a rat. Definitely Mapeche or whatever you call it.
So that's 100. And then because homework was turned in this week, there's XP for actually doing my benediction. So beautiful. Perfect. And okay, cool. And I think that's all we had. Yeah, because we didn't have to battle any eggs for weird bonuses or anything like that. So, okay. And then still ×2 because my magical super torch, of course. Because why not? It's a short game. Get more XP. All right. So that's 1,500 experience points.
What?
Yes, 1,500.
What?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
You got 200 for traversing into difficult terrain. You got 500 for fighting the boss, 50 for doing homeworks, and then it's ×2 because of the benediction or my torch. So
Wow.
So I know that you are past 4th level at this point because you were at 1,100 before, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That puts,
so that puts you at 26,
26,
which means that you're 5th level now. You just got
what? Oh my god.
You blew past 2 levels.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're just that good.
All right. So let's do it one level at a time.
Yeah. definitely.
level.
Yeah.
Again, as always, 3 points that you can assign to HP or NP as desired.
And an HP.
Not just going MP this time. Gotcha, Lee.
No.
All right. Your carrying capacity increases by 1.
Right.
And then for 4th level, since it's an even level, you do get to choose one of your stats, so strength, dex, int, or spirit, to increase by 1 dice size. Maximum is D12, though. You cannot jump to a D20 or something. Don't be weird.
Don't be that person.
Don't be weird,
Don't
please.
do it.
I beg of you.
And then at 4th level, your character can learn how to avoid a single status effect. Status effects are things I can randomly assign to you when you fuck up on your rolls, much like we saw today with a physical injury occurring to the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So status effects are injury, poison, illness, tired, muddled, and shocked. The first 3 are physical. The second 3 are more on the mental side. But you may be able to become impervious to any one of those things.
I think since we're heading into a swamp, I'm going to be impervious to sickness, illness.
Ooh, nice. That's a good one.
I'm taking sickness as well, but it's more of an iron gut sort of feature where I just don't
like, ooh, what's that slime? Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. That and just the whole bear thing.
Yeah, sure.
You're very hardy.
I'm gonna go with exhaustion.
Oh, good choice. Yeah.
Good choice. Good choice.
Okay.
All right.
So what do we
mental
add
toughness.
a number here or anything? Like
you are just now you can avoid that status.
Okay.
You're immune to it.
okay.
Period.
All right.
I put immune in the field for sickness on my character sheet just to kind of remind me.
Okay.
I just
Right.
crossed mine out.
Sick.
You're like, no.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Just cross-hatched it old school. That's awesome.
All right. It's actually nice that for this one, it's like right at the end. So you'll have some time to think about it. Level 5 is kind of special. So we'll start with the easy stuff first. As always, because level 5 is a new level, you have 3 points to divide between HP and MP as you desire.
Yes.
Your carrying capacity increases by 1.
Oh, again, we're going through this again?
Yeah, you got 2 levels.
Oh, sorry. It's still like.
No, you were so close to level 4 last time that you just like blasted
We were effectively
through it.
level 4. Let's be
Okay.
honest.
Yeah.
All right.
We took down a level 5 boss.
Now,
Okay. Got it.
When you
got
reach
it.
5th level,
Mm-hmm.
a character will have learned the skills of another class during their time on the road. This can be used to cover skills the party is missing, or simply to strengthen your existing skills. So you will choose a new class and receive that class's skills as normal. If you chose the same class as your existing class, it will instead give you a bonus, like a permanent bonus to your skills
I like that.
instead. So there is information about that in the book, so you can see exactly how it works.
Okay.
But an excellent opportunity if you're like, ooh, but also it would be cool if I suddenly had a pack animal or whatever. I want to be a farmer or whatever. You can do that now. And we'll find ways narratively at the top of next session that'll kind of be the homework in between. Think about the hand wavium that we will do to make this make sense.
Right. Make it make sense.
Right.
But it doesn't have to, because it is a silly game. So it's okay if it's a silly thing. But yes. We're like, oh yeah, this donkey, I've had it the whole time. Like, you know.
I think we're pretty imaginative. I think I could think of it.
So, but yes.
Okay, cool.
So before next session, think about your extra class, add your stuff, and then be ready to talk about it at the top of next session.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This is so good.
Yes. All right.